that.
Hey! Good morning, everybody. Hello.
Good morning.
What was that?
I don't know, dude. Just came out.
I don't like it.
Well,
I'm not ready for it.
get ready.
Well, good morning, St. Louis. We are live on this January the 2nd, 2025. Oh, well, we are really well rested.
Yeah,
And we are chipper.
It's nice.
And our cameras are not working, but that's fine. That's
Yes.
That is perfect.
You know, that's how things go in the new year.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's like beans in the. It's like eating. It's good luck.
Do you want to know what happened?
It's eating beans on New Year's.
Do I want to know what happened?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So they gave me a new computer over here, which is lovely. Thank you. New computer. And then we had to put in a bunch of codes because, we're getting access. We're gaining access. I've woken up Joe, web guy Joe, very rudely. I think I saw up his nose before I saw anything
rudely?
else. Well, because
His job.
Yeah,
Get up. Get your ass up, Joe. I'm up. You're up.
He opens the
Joe.
FaceTime and all I see is nose hairs. He's like, "Yeah, what's going on?" I was like, "I need codes. It's been sent to your phone." And then as soon as we have access now, it says, "Oh, cool, you're almost there. Almost 23 hours and 58 minutes until you can stream."
Oh, cool. Okay, well. So we may be cameraless today?
We might be cameraless.
Joe, deal with it.
Nah,
We have a show to do.
we'll get it.
We have a show to do, guys. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've talked to you, and here we are. Well, Lauren's out. She'll be back on Monday. But, man, just chomping at the bit, huh?
Yeah.
Or is it champing at the bit? Is it champing or
I think
chomping?
it's champing.
Champing at the bit. I
I
don't know
didn't
what that
know
means.
for a long. Me neither.
Whoa, I've been saying it wrong
Well,
forever.
you're an idiot.
I know.
I just learned that recently.
Doggone it.
We hadn't talked to you since December 13th. So it's been a hot minute.
Been a while.
It's been a while. And over the break, not really much adventure in my life.
That's what you wanted, right?
That's what I
nice.
wanted.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. I was a husband. I was a father. I was present. And I think my wife and kids were ready to get rid of me. Honestly, they were like, "You need to go back to work." I took a picture of myself New Year's Eve, and I was a disgusting mess. I unkempt, hadn't shaved in a month.
Yeah, you look like the Unabomber in that picture a little bit.
It was gross.
Again,
It was gross. I don't know when it was one of those I don't know when I showered last.
and it was right to plan, wasn't it? I mean, that was the plan.
It was that good of a break where I didn't know
The day.
what day it was or if I had showered in the past 2 days.
That was the sign
huge.
of success.
Yeah.
That's what it was all about. That's the break I needed.
And we're live.
Oh, we're on the camera.
Wow.
Hey guys.
All right.
People tuning in to see if you still look like that.
23
No,
hours.
I shaved.
Time
and-
flies.
Let me see if I can find that picture.
Yeah, you look
if you're
young
watching,
today.
If you're watching the cameras, I'll show you.
You look like a sweet young boy today.
You do like a little cherub today.
You look very fresh.
You look like a little.
Oh, let me see it. Let me see it. Yeah.
You're
wow.
so clean shaven today.
Whoa.
What band is that guy in?
Wow. This is a guy that's making bombs in a cabin in the woods.
Wilco?
Yeah.
I love how you shave. You have just reduced your age by 20 years.
I know. This is gross.
That's incredible.
You look like the Mumford & Son that was kicked out for
not showering.
because he had
For
it.
having a dirty undercarriage.
You're Mumford's stepson.
Dude, you got to wash your balls, man. It's I could smell them. It's been a while.
Now you look very angelic. And you look like a little cherub. Like we could put you in a night beam, put you on a little cloud with a harp.
I'll tell you what, once you get rid of the beard, you go, ooh, man, I got 3 chins.
The reality of 2024 really set in when you
am I-
shaved.
Yeah. Oh. I have a neck thing going on.
It's probably warmer.
I get an extra neck fold.
That's awesome.
I didn't exercise. I ate. I drank. I was merry. My wife goes, "Boy, you're in a good mood." I go, "Yeah, because I don't get up at 2:30 in the morning."
Yeah, you were in the mood that one gal that we always play every year where she's
Fat
like,
Sassy?
"We just sitting here and get fat and sassy."
I was fat and sassy this break.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, there was a lot of youth hockey. We went to a Blues game.
Oh, nice.
That was one outing.
Hey, looking forward to that. That's coming up in 2.5 weeks.
Rizzuto and I have the Blues games coming up.
That's awesome. You went.
I went to a Blues game. Yeah, that's went out for Chinese food on Christmas Eve.
Heck yeah.
Man.
Great.
Really?
Yeah.
You really did it, man. Jewish Christmas.
We had a Jewish Christmas.
That is awesome.
That's awesome.
And the Chinese food place was packed.
I thought you were going to say Panda Express.
Panda Express was packed.
It was Panda Express.
Yeah, I will say to the kids, hey, you get the 2 entree and a side dish combo
It's
at
a
Panda
holiday.
Express. No, we went to a Chinese food place. I'd never been to this place before. It's called Kate Zone. Catezone. Kate Zone.
Never heard of that. Where's this?
It's in Chesterfield. It's across the street from
Kate Zone
Palmano's.
Chinese Cafe. What?
Is it near Skate Zone?
Oh, quite
see here.
interesting.
So I guess I got 2 locations. The one in Chesterfield's the only one that takes reservations because it was packed.
Well, you know what I'm looking at? I'm just looking on the menu to see if there are numbers. You know? But it doesn't look like a number place. It looks close.
What do you mean a number place?
You know, like I'll
Number
take the
5.
number 15.
Oh no, this is a place that you're not getting an egg roll there. You're not getting the General Tso's chicken.
Yeah, no, this is
They
fancier.
accept diner's card there. This is
Look at
legit.
this. Some sort of potato or something on a stick.
I didn't get any potatoes at a stick.
What is this garbage?
It was great though.
Oh, the website.
5 out of 5 stars. Recommend.
go.
We'll be back.
You know what I'm talking about, the number menus. And you're like, you got to flip all the way through just to see how many numbers there are on. There's always like 60 numbers. 60 dishes you're telling me you got here? 60 combinations.
And they're all mediocre. This place was excellent.
Yeah, it
So
looks
authentic.
really good.
The only downside was not knowing about it sooner.
Hey, I like that.
Found it in U City, yeah.
Yeah, there's a U City location and there's a Chesterfield location packed with Chinese people.
So you know it's good.
So you know it's good. You know it's good. Rafe, you did miss the company Christmas party.
Yeah, sort of.
Well, listen, Rafe was in Hawaii, so I'm sure your adventure in Hawaii was.
Yeah, it was fun. I feel like the company Christmas party got a lot of rave reviews this year. The party committee must have really dunked hard. Congrats to.
No, it was cool. So it was at
whole
Four
crew.
Hands. So the Four Hands location, which is at
The district.
the district in Chesterfield. So it was a nice little side room they gave us. The drinks were flowing. The food was aplenty. Mm-hmm. People were in good spirits. Who had suggested the in memoriam for all the employees we lost this year? That did not go over well with the bosses.
I know, it did not. Sure, they laughed later.
They did not laugh at all. I'll be honest with you. That was a joke that went over like a lead balloon.
Hey, wasn't me.
I know it wasn't you. You did not. Yeah, you were not there.
I'm off the hook.
Yes.
Because I guarantee if I was sitting in that room, that everyone's head was going to be on a swivel looking right at me, thinking I had something to do with it. I didn't know that happened.
Well, it was a suggestion.
Hey, brainstorms.
And did not. The bosses did not appreciate it.
It might have hit a little different if it were executed about an hour and a half later.
Yeah.
Because there was a big fall off from everybody just being kind of, hey, here it is. And
We're at a work party.
And oh yeah, I still don't know that guy's name, and and then it was all, oh my God, this is the greatest time of the year.
Well, they did the Hubby Awards, which Learn was spearheading as part of the party planning committee.
That must have crushed because I got tons. I was in Hawaii just getting lots of texts saying how fun the party was and that this year's party was a blast and the awards ceremony. I sent Anna and Learn and both messages. I was like, hey, rave reviews in Hawaii. I'm getting multiple texts from different departments saying they had a blast. So you guys must have crushed it.
Well, so we got so how many radio stations we got here? We got The Point, we got WIL, we got The Arch, we got KSHE, and we got ESPN. And on those stations, there are how many radio shows?
30.
Yeah.
3,000 radio shows. I will say that the Riz show at the Hubbard Christmas party was very well represented.
Doggone, we were.
as far as awards go. All of us won something.
Yeah, and presents too. Like physically being there.
Well, Rafe was not there.
presents,
No,
yeah.
but I'm saying of all the shows, we were definitely the dominant one.
Yeah, 4 out of
We
5.
were.
That's
Yeah.
right. 4
4 out of 5. But
That's
Rafe did have a
pretty
legit
spectacular.
excuse. And
Yeah.
Rafe did send a video in.
I did. I sent a nice little vid.
Yeah, that's right. And a lot of, the fast lane wasn't there. They, although in their defense, they were on the air.
Likely story.
Whatever.
They pre-record anyways, right?
The fast lane, they were on the air. I will give that to them.
Yeah.
They were studying, is what they were doing. Studying for the NFL Pick'em challenge.
Who else? Hey, listen, who else is going to talk about how terrible the Cardinals are? Right? they had work.
They're
to do.
heroes, man.
All that off-season stuff the Cardinals have been doing. They had a lot to cover.
Well, it was a lot.
But as
They're on
far as
vacation.
the 2024 Hubbard St. Louis Awards go, King Scott, would you win? Already forgot.
forgot.
No, most fun at the office.
Yeah, like nice. It was like nicest person in the office or something.
Something like that, yeah.
You don't even remember.
I got the award in there. It was very, it meant a
don't
lot.
even remember.
I do too. It was most fun
Go
at the
get it.
office.
You don't remember what it
He
was?
was actually most likely to be illiterate, and he couldn't read the award.
I was
Calling
telling
him out
everybody
on the
about
air.
that award too. Like I think it was nicest person or something that equates to nicest person in the office or happiest person. Right? Is that it?
I don't know. I didn't win it.
It was it was one of the very few subjects or whatever titles that when it was announced I was like, "Oh, I wonder who this is going to be."
Least likely to read their award certificate.
Having the most fun. I nailed it.
Having the most fun.
That's right.
Yeah. I did good.
King Scott won the Having the Most Fun award.
That was going to
Which
be
also
between
is-
you and Joey Goldsmith for sure.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've caught our video Joey Goldsmith guy here with the lights off in the #2 studio playing with a lightsaber is too many. I forgot something in the studio after I leave, and I hear it through the door. I hear like, and I go in there, and Joey's in there with the lights off.
This is an adult, by the way.
An adult.
It's 100% true.
This is a father, by the way.
We have,
Yes.
This man has a child.
yeah, we have an adult who works here who closes the lights in one of the studios and pretends to be a Jedi.
Yes, and I was like, "You gonna have that video edited by the end of the day?" He's like, "I should." Okay, click. I just turn the light off and close the door. Leave him in there with his imagination.
Hang on, I'm fighting a Sith Lord.
Depends on how this fight goes. I could be his Force ghost. It's hard to edit as a Force ghost.
He also has the oversized dice for, or die for whatever that is.
For
Dungeon, what is it?
Dungeons and
Is it
Dragons?
Congrats, man!
Thank you.
Congrats on your win.
Thank you.
It's something like Dungeons and Dragons.
That's
Like,
how you know it's a
whatever
big
it's
win.
called.
That's the guy he beat.
That's right.
Yeah, the guy who pretends to be a Jedi.
I was
Yeah.
going to say the most simple award. You know, this is better.
The Simple Jack Award.
they were all pretty flattering.
Yeah, I voted for you for most simplest.
Thank you.
That wasn't a category.
most
also-
likely
for the
to
simplest
pet a
man.
bunny to death.
I was also excited that my other award was most likely to not win an award. So I thought that was a great pick.
All right,
I
well
was happy with that.
let's congratulate King Scott
Thank
job.
you.
for the what is it again?
Having the most fun.
Having the most fun.
Dude.
Rafe won the funniest person in the office award. How about that?
Hey. Certificate.
Already lost it.
Someone's holding on to it for me.
I think I put it. Somebody slipped it under the door. I think it's on your desk.
Nice. Great.
And you sent a video in to
I did. I hope it went over.
How early did you know you got picked?
about a minute or two too long. That's fine though.
I didn't know.
That's all right. I guess they have no editing software there at
In Hawaii.
Waikiki.
Sorry, man. I made it the morning of the thing.
It's all right.
Also, I got no guidance on like what the ceremony was, or if we were,
Yeah.
You know, I was flying blind a little bit.
The thank yous, if any, were somebody went up and said, "Thank you guys, I appreciate it," and then sat down. The next one was,
And then I had a 3-minute
Thank you, guys.
You
video.
had a 10-minute video.
"Yeah."
Oh, congratulations, buddy.
Thanks.
Moon won the best musician in the building award.
Thank you. My speech was, in the immortal words of Johnny Venus, "I'm just happy to be here." Because I was happy to be there. It's a good time.
Would you have been disappointed had you not won?
No,
Honestly, come on, buddy. Nobody's listening.
no, man. This, I mean,
Just us.
every station has a band here, at least one band, and there's a lot of good people up in here.
Would you be a little bummed?
No,
Tiny?
no,
Just tiny.
no. It's all good, man.
Because had I not won my award, I would have been a little bummed, honestly.
Yeah, but how many Scott Rizzutos are there? You know what I mean? It's
I would have been a little, you know.
No, there's a bunch of musicians here. You got Close and Learn, and they got
I always want to win.
They got all the Keishi folks, you know, and they got their Keishi crazies outside the studio. They got their Keishi crazies inside the studio too. So, you know, I knew there was some real
Listen, if there's an
competition.
award, I want to win it.
Heck yeah.
I want to win it. I want to win everything. Like, let's say one day I win an Oscar. I'm not going to be one of those a-holes that puts it in the bathroom. You know, I put my Oscar in the bathroom. It's going to be on a display for everybody to see. Are you kidding? You know those people that are, I keep my Oscar in the bathroom. You know those people? The humble
I don't know
brag.
them personally.
Not,
yeah.
well, you know the stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Supposedly.
Oh, my Emmy, I don't know where it is.
But it's also a great way to always talk about the fact you have one.
I threw my Emmy in the ocean.
Yeah.
Mine's going to be in the window of my house, so everybody who passes my house is going to see it.
Lights on
it's
it.
going to wave at him.
Yeah, I will have a spotlight on it.
An Emmy?
If I ever win an Emmy,
You get a chain made out of it.
I would wear it.
Yeah.
So I won the
See, you don't remember it either. You had to read it too.
No, I want to make sure I get it right. Best on-air personality 2024. That's right.
Big deal.
That's a big one.
Big deal.
That
Big
is
deal,
the big
guys.
one.
Huge hubby.
This is a big one.
It's a big one.
This is the big one,
That's
guys.
the chubbiest hubby.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that the biggest award you got last year?
This is the only award I got last year.
Okay. Yeah. Crush
The
it.
only award I won in 2024. So thank
Hey,
you.
That's huge.
Thanks to everybody in Hubbard who voted for me.
Yeah, man. You need a thumbtack or something. Put it behind you.
Oh,
so
yeah.
so it can be on camera at all times. Because this is your image.
This is a big
Yeah.
big deal. I'm going to put it right over my shoulder.
Yeah.
I'll get that. I'll get that up there soon.
Yeah.
Learn one best dressed.
Yeah. Best style.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
I
That was
couldn't
a
believe
lot.
we swept.
Yeah, my speech was. I didn't know we'd have to give one, so I kind of. I don't know. I got nervous. And I said, Jews are underrepresented at this party.
You pulled out acoustic guitars.
Wait, that was my video I sent in. We did the same speech?
I did say that. Well, I was wearing a
Hanukkah
sweater
on. I saw.
my Hanukkah sweater that had a rabbi on it and the words,
With the
holla,
smelled like the bread, right?
smelled like the bread.
Holla.
So that was my speech. So, and then we went to Wendy's. You guys ever been there?
Yeah, we've done that before after a Christmas party.
Wendy's.
No,
It's a little hat. It's like a building that kind of looks like a funny looking hat or something.
wait, where is this?
It was almost across the street.
Yeah, this is down Airport Road, closer to the airport.
Yeah, down Airport Road.
That tiny little bar just past the church?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
Across from
I've seen that
Scooters
place. I've
or-
never seen the inside. How was it?
That's all right, man.
It looks like an old,
Crowded.
like indoors, it's
Crowded
kind of
like
like an
7
old
o'clock
Pizza
in the-
Hut or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like Pizza Hut. I know what you're talking about. now.
Yeah, somebody got so drunk they started crying. And
No.
we had to call to get them picked up. I'll tell you later who it was.
Oh, no. I've got three
Missed
guesses.
out.
Kiowski, again.
Let's see.
He's a good dude. He's emotional.
That's my guess number
Yep,
one.
you're
Cares
correct.
about his people.
My first
You're
guess?
correct.
Wait, send that over.
I
Come
know
on,
it.
man. You got your guess.
I don't want to
too.
out this person.
Oh, your hands on
Yeah. You know exactly who. There you go.
No.
Really?
it. Okay. Well, that's pretty fun. Yeah, we've seen,
Nah.
the last time I was there was a couple people that we had to drag them to the cars for Uber
Well,
to leave. 'cause
Riz
They
was
didn't.
one
They
of them.
wanted to.
I
drive.
called my wife to come pick me up.
Oh, nice.
I said, come collect me.
No way. And did you Uber there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you were ready for it. I was like, that's
No,
the
I did not
third
Uber there.
time.
No, I showed up. My wife dropped me off.
Yeah.
Okay, but
he got
either
there
way,
same time I
you
did.
Ubered. It was just a relative.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, that would have been the third car you left behind.
No,
at
we
this
were close to my
friggin'
house.
Party. I get it. I'm just telling you, I've had to go collect your car a time or two.
I called my wife. I called it early too, like 9:15. Come collect me.
Oh, that's great. You were smart.
9:15.
It was starting to get.
That's pretty in there, man.
It was starting to get.
Party started at 3. 3 o'clock, right? 9:15.
I still want to be hungover.
That's a heavy day.
I'm done with it.
Were you hungover at all?
No.
Wow. So you did. So what did you do to prevent it?
A lot of water.
Okay.
Well, I got a couple drinks on New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up yesterday morning. I felt like garbage.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
Did you stay up? Did you do the whole midnight thing?
Yeah. Had a couple, 2, 3, 4, 5 drinks. And, woke up the next morning. I go, what's wrong?
What? Why am I here again?
I can't stand the headaches.
They'll get you, man. You're well into your 40s now. It's over for you. That's why I'm jealous of people who say they don't ever get hangovers. I'm like,
Tommy the boss.
Tommy says he doesn't get hangovers, and I'm like, there's nothing stop. That could be bad though. That's your body telling you, trying to keep you alive. You know what I mean? Like if you can drink and never get a hangover,
Our boss.
what is going to deter you?
Our boss
Ever.
Tommy has some kind of
Mutant gene.
mutant
It's
gene
a super gene. I don't know.
that he will
How he
not.
does
I mean,
it.
no matter how hard that guy goes,
Yeah.
I've seen things.
Yeah.
He's at work the next morning like
Nothing happened.
nothing happened.
He has the same genes the Rolling Stones have, where they can just keep going and going and going and partying like crazy their whole life, and they're fine.
Got the Keith Richards thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Books will be written about him. The man should be studied
Agreed.
because he's got something in there that prevents hangovers and just the general feeling like garbage the next day. I don't know what it is. I don't have that gene. So really, that was a Christmas party. It was fun.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Good time. And then I'm like, I don't want to see anybody for the next couple weeks. And mission accomplished. Rafe was in Hawaii for, 2.5 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Awesome, man. It was kind of a last-minute thing, which was cool. So I didn't have to overplan. Didn't spend a ton. I just kind of was winging it. We did a bunch of cool stuff there, man. It was.
Was it a
beautiful.
full-on 2 weeks of adventure?
Yeah, I mean, the first week was for sure, and then we did a lot of stuff, for sure. We kept going. I mean, we went whale watching in Maui. Saw some humpback whales fighting over a female. It was kind of wild, dude. Those Moon, you would have loved it, man. It was
Man, that sounds amazing.
It was like felt like I was in the middle of a National Geographic, because I guess this is the time of year they're there having their babies and getting pregnant again.
Oh,
So there's humpback whales
are humping.
everywhere, dude. They're humping. They're humping.
Like all randy, all horned
It's
up
either
whales.
a mom and a baby, or it's two males fighting it out to escort. And it was crazy, dude. There's like, I got to see like a whale at the surface blowing bubbles like a smoke screen, so he could hide his attack. And
That's cool.
It was kind of like watching a bar fight of like two guys being like, "Get at me, bro." Like, it wasn't serious. They're just kind of having a shoving match until somebody backs down. It's like, "You're lucky. You're lucky your boys are here." It was really neat.
How do whales
That
fight?
would be cool. What's that?
How do whales fight?
They just kind of get the surface. They just kind of like
Knock into each other?
battery ram each other. Yeah,
They actually
man.
have fists.
They don't have hands.
Oh.
They don't, but they slap around their little flippers and they like attack from below, blow bubbles, and then circle around and like get them in the underbelly,
That's how I
push them up out of the water.
Oh, really?
That's pretty neat. We did that, man. We did a lot of cool stuff. We did a luau on her birthday. I took her. It was Tina's birthday's Christmas. Took her to a nice big at the Polynesian Cultural Center. It was awesome, man. They killed it.
You mean a luau with like the pig?
Everything, pig in the ground, buffet, fire dancers telling the story of the island. It was real cool, man.
That
It was
would be
really
Was it very touristy?
No. I mean, we went to the good one, the Polynesian Cultural Center. Someone told me to go there because it's like the legit one on the island. It was cool. It was like they have like Polynesian gardens.
You know what I mean? How like
Yeah, I mean, it is touristy, yes.
like you go to a different country and you do something that is a cultural
Yeah.
heart of that country.
And the host is like Greg from Cincinnati.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that, but it did feel a little. It did feel a little touristy. Just
like everybody's
because-
got the lays on.
And everybody's wearing a Hawaiian shirt, dude. Like, you can't tell who works at the hotel and who's just hanging out because everyone's wearing the same shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Half the time I'm asking a dude, like, hey, man, where are the bathrooms? It's just like a guy on vacation from Wisconsin. I'm like, sorry, you look like you work here. It was cool. Tina's convinced I'm part Samoan because she said all the dudes are built like me, which made me laugh really hard. So it's just like there's all these chunky boys in grass skirts up there just letting it all hang
hairless.
out. Yeah,
Hairless, tan.
Hairless, tan, muscular, but still get a little bit of that, you know, like get a little bit of that layer, a little bit of that warm layer, some blubber over it. And, yeah, man, it was cool, dude. We went got in a shark cage. So we did some adventurous stuff. We went out and, we got on a catamaran in 20-foot swells because we were there during this. You guys ever heard of this Big Eddy thing? You guys know what this is? The big surf contest where it's like 50-foot waves and it's once a. They don't even have it every year. The weather has to. Everybody flies into Hawaii, so all these pro surfers. We didn't even know what was going on, dude. They were in Hawaii.
Awesome. It's on the North Shore.
On the North Shore, dude.
No way.
And I saw them practicing, and they were having like 20-foot swells.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So they were like, "We're doing it this year," and they were out there. People were out there just wiping out.
You got to see that?
I got to see
what a
that.
special thing, man!
You said there's 50 footers though.
I don't know if they got up to 50 feet this year, but they were big, dude. They were like 30, 35-foot swells. I don't know how big the waves crest that. But
By the way, when he's saying those numbers, like that's the back of the wave.
The back.
A 30-foot swell is not what you see on the front. It's 30 on the back.
Yeah.
So the dip and the water pulling underneath is even bigger on this side.
Yeah. So I think it's like 50-foot waves, but 30-foot.
So you got all the pros out there?
Pros.
Like if you go out there, if
you're not a pro, you're
if
dead.
we went out there, we're dying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean the weight of that.
I mean, like legitimately.
But we took a catamaran around the Nepali coast, which is like the beautiful part of Kauai. And they was like, they almost didn't go out because like the swells are so big because this Big Eddy thing's going on. They're like 20-foot swells.
Cool.
But we're going to go. And we went, and dude, by the end of those 20-foot swells in a catamaran with tourists, like half the boat looked like they had the plague. Half the boat. By the end of the thing, it's just gone. Everybody's laying in the back like, ugh.
Any pukers?
Bro, we lost half of the population. Yeah, just people throwing up off the back of the boat.
Oh, no.
Of all the stomach problems I have, I don't get seasick, and I'm grateful for that. So I was like, I kind of thought it was funny. I was just like, man, these people are gone.
Oh, as the boat's rocking back and forth, your stomach is.
It was like going over these waves was like roller coaster. Like take your stomach away.
Yeah.
So that
it
night
felt cool to me.
You
but
slept in bed. You were still out there.
I might have been. Yeah.
Listen, I did get one picture from Rafe from his trip. This man sniped a picture of Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam.
Yeah, dude. That was the craziest. Here's the craziest part of that story. So we went like. We were stinky, dude. We were in Oahu. We went to the other side of the island because you wouldn't like Waikiki. I will say that. If anybody's thinking about going to Hawaii, one day in Waikiki's plenty. It's very touristy. It feels like Vegas, Destin, Florida, and L.A. had a baby in all the bad ways. But the other side of the island is awesome.
That's the place to learn to surf, though.
Yeah.
That's where all the newbies.
Waikiki, you said?
All the Barneys.
Yeah, it's got some like. I didn't see anybody surfing. It was so calm on that side.
Oh, really?
I thought that but I wasn't. I didn't stick around the whole long time. But we went out and we did this thing where you get on a Navy SEAL raft and you go. They find these pods of dolphins out in the open ocean, dude. We're like miles from shore, and it's like 100 dolphins swimming in big pods. And they put the boat out. You put snorkel gear on. They drop you like 500 yards in front of the pod, and they all swim under you.
Oh,
whoa!
And they'll come jump all. It was crazy cool.
That's awesome.
So you get back in the boat, they go back, find the pod again, they get in front of them again, you do that so we're like coming in off the ocean, stinky and briny. You know, I'm wearing like my Finn shirt, swimming trunks, I'm sopping wet. We go to a place called Buzz's Steakhouse. And it's just like a little, nothing spectacular about it.
What
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. Okay.
Christmas Eve. And I go up to the host and I say, hey, can we get in and have some dinner? And he's like, do you have a reservation? I said, no. He goes, Christmas Eve is our busiest night of the year. People get a year in advance. And I'm like, I do not live here. I have no reference.
Yeah. Did somebody tell you to go there?
One of the locals like, hey, Buzz's is good. Buzz's has got good beach food. But it wasn't anything It was very leisure place. It was like open air on the beach. It was nice. But the maitre d', I go, it's her birthday, man. I was just checking to see. He goes, you know what? I can't believe you're this lucky. We just had a cancellation.
Whoa.
If you guys promise to be out of here in 90 minutes, I'll seat you. And I said, we're in and we're out, dude. Let's go. We sit down, and then a bunch of Cadillac Escalades pull up, like right in the middle of our seat, our appetizers. And I'm just joking around with Tina, and I go, uh-oh, Joe Biden's here. Watch out. And one of the next table goes, it's Obama. And I go, oh, good one, good one. And out steps the long, sexy, lanky frame of Barack Obama. For real. Steps out of a Escalade, and I'm like, what? And he's wearing a Hawaiian. God, he looked good, dude. He has no worries left in his life. The guy just looked great. He looked tan, fresh, very chill, had on a Hawaiian shirt, just looked like very...
What were the Secret Service agents wearing? Hawaiian shirts as well?
They were, which was very
Get outta
funny.
here.
They were shirtless.
The funniest
Speedos,
thing in the world was watching the Secret Service try to blend in.
They're wearing fins.
They had like Hawaiian shirts, but they're all like completely ripped out of their mind, dude. Just ripping out of these shirts with their little earpieces coming out the back, and they got sidearms on, and they're all just like, I was like, this is crazy, dude.
So the Secret Service agents.
It was a whole family. It was Michelle, Sasha, and Malia. You feel like you know them. I'm like getting all misty-eyed, and I'm like, the girls are all grown up. Look at them over there. The girls are all got
So the
boyfriends.
Obamas roll into the restaurant you're at.
Obamas roll in, and then I see a guy, like a disheveled guy in a hat, and I go, man, that guy looks like Eddie Vedder really let himself go. And then I squinted, and I go, holy Christ, that's Eddie Vedder.
Was he with the Obamas?
Yeah.
Dang.
Isn't that
Who's
crazy?
who?
It was, and Eddie Vedder's birthday is Christmas Eve. I think it was his birthday dinner that they were all. Apparently, they go there every year, and it's like a known secret on the island.
So they live there, I guess?
Yeah, they live like 3 miles
Is the
from there.
place big?
Obama's from Oahu, which I don't know why I didn't think of that
Yeah.
when he stepped out. No, it was not big, dude.
So, like, did they get their own room?
They had like a little long table on the patio closest to the beach, like in a little plastic tent. And I don't know if they put that tent up to hide them from the street, or if it was just up as like part of like if it rained or whatever.
Did they give any instructions like, hey...
No, I took my phone out. I snapped a pic of Obama, and then...
Well, I saw your Eddie Vedder pic.
And then the other guy, and then the host was like, hey, put your phones down. You know, they're friends of the restaurant. They're guests. They don't want to be, let them eat
harassed.
Which I thought, I kind of respected
I
that.
understand that. If they go there every year, you said?
Yeah, but I'm
If
also
that's
like...
a tradition for them, they don't want to. They want to keep that going and have them not be bothered.
Yeah, and
I
it
get
felt
that.
like that was probably their little local place they go. But at the same time, I'm like, come on, man. You got a bunch of people sitting here, and Eddie Vedder and Obama just pulled up, and you think they're not going to pull their phone out and try to get a quick one? Like, just let it happen for a minute. And I took a little sneak pic of Eddie Vedder. I pretended to take a picture of our dessert and just took a picture through the railing to send to you.
I got it. Message received.
Okay, I told your boy you love him.
Well, I think the picture came over first, and I was like, is that Eddie Vedder? Huh. It is Eddie Vedder. Oh, who knew he was hanging with the Obamas? Like, that's a tradition of theirs.
Yeah, it was pretty wild,
Interesting.
man. Anytime you see Eddie Vedder and he's a secondary thought, that's how you know. That's how famous, like, being an ex-president is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. One of the most famous people in the world.
Eddie Vedder got in under the radar, and I noticed him later.
So, yeah, so good trip.
Good trip, man. Good trip.
What would you do differently?
I would not spend the amount of time I spent. Kauai was amazing. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I would have spent more time there or in Maui. We did Maui and Kauai first. We split the 2 islands in 3 days and 4. Then I did a week in Oahu. I could have done 3 days. Waikiki's too touristy.
Did you go to Maui where the
If I was
the
like
fires
21 and I wanted to, yeah, we took.
Was that Lahaina?
Lahaina. We took a whale watching trip out of Lahaina to give them money, because that was kind of the way it was presented to me. It was like, stay out of Lahaina. Don't be a looky-loo and try to drive through it and look and see the fires. Like, give people respect and time to rebuild. And there was a bunch of FEMA housing, and it was nice. So they had places for people to live, which was nice. They had like these like FEMA temporary mobile homes.
Right.
set
Did
up.
you see where like Mick Fleetwood's restaurant was?
It's gone. I was going to go to it, and they said it's gone. Went to Steven Tyler's house in Maui.
Was he home?
It was not. Someone was there.
Steven.
Was
Steven there?
I hope Steven was there because I kept wanting to be like, how? I just wanted him to like get on the intercom and be like, get out of here. But say it like in a Steven Tyler way.
I know Chris Christopherson, his house was there.
I went to his house.
That would be sweet.
I did go to his house as well.
Was he home?
He was not home. He has passed away.
Oh. He was not there.
But I did get to. It was crazy because the gate was open, and I went down a driveway. Just was like, yeah, we'll go down the driveway. And then it was such a long driveway because he owns like a ranch and a farm, and it was like the kind of driveway that's just like 2 slabs of concrete with grass in the middle, so you can't really turn around. And I got so deep in a rental car to Chris Christopherson's property, I was like, we gotta get the hell out of here. We got up to the house, and then I was like, man, I feel like there are people there, and I'm like, we gotta turn around. I feel like we've crossed the line.
You've crossed
here.
the line?
Yeah, and I didn't know. You don't know where the house is at.
What kind of house we talking? We're talking like a 1,500 square foot?
It was like
ranch?
a pretty big bungalow. You know, it was a big house, but it wasn't like
Overlooking the water?
it was a little bit off the water. Because he lives in Hana, which is on the other side of Maui. You have to take this road. It's called the Road to Hana, and they also call it the Divorce Highway. Because there's like 267 hairpin turns on single-lane roads, and my husbands and wives go on it. And they're like, the hotel's like, people come back and they don't talk for 2 days. Like, we see people getting in fights all the time. So the fact that you guys aren't at each other's throats, you had a good...
Wow.
But Hana has no commercial airport. They have only private. It's a very, like, isolated, very old school, isolated, native, like, Hawaiian town. It was really cool over there. But he lived over there, went to his place. He had the truck from Back to the Future, which I thought was cool as hell.
What?
Marty McFly's truck was sitting.
My truck?
Your truck.
He had
The
my
one with
truck?
the one with the KC.
Your truck, dude.
Whoa.
And I wanted to
KC
get,
lights on it. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
wanted to get a
Yeah, I
little
know what you're
closer
talking
and
about.
get a pic, but I was like, man, I feel like
Wait, Chris Christopherson has that?
it was so cool.
He put the
Why?
bronze wheels on it?
I don't know, man.
Why does he have that?
Maybe he just wanted like the off-road truck. Maybe it got gifted to him. It was the year,
No.
make, and model of the Marty McFly truck. The old Toyota with the KC lights, lifted up,
That is sweet.
and it was just like sitting out. Maybe it was his ranch truck. Maybe he just drove it around the ranch. He liked it. I don't know. It was cool. So Maui was cool, and we stayed out in Lahaina, but we did do. Their whole thing was this: we need the tourism to rebuild, but just be respectful. We want people
Don't get
here.
in the way.
Don't try to drive downtown. It was all blocked off, but you couldn't really see it. But I talked to. They also said they had signs hanging up like, "Don't ask people about it. Don't make them relive their trauma for you."
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
interesting.
That is
That's what the girl on the boat said too. She was like, "Hey, just don't go to restaurants and be like, you from here? Were you affected by the fire?
Are you okay?"
Yeah, they said
Yeah,
like they've answered that question a million times. They don't want to relive
Trying
it.
to move on with their lives.
I kind of get that.
I understand too. They're trying to move on, trying to rebuild.
Yeah.
I get it. Spend your money. Go put your money in the local economy. I'm sure they appreciate that.
Yeah, man. And I was questioning whether it was worth the flight. Because I was like, we can go to Mexico too, something last minute. But this is
It's
a
sounds like you
whole
had a great time.
whole different thing, man. Whole different ball game. Beautiful, beautiful state.
Moon,
Yo.
your adventure to the national park, I believe, was your
Oh yeah, we
big
did,
trip.
Well, we did that just before New Year's. For Christmas, we just hung with family. Did the dinner, hosted everything. That was real nice. Watched a lot of good TV, and then my wife and I, we didn't have kids for a couple days, and we're like, you know what, dude? It's been a minute since we went to Shawnee National Forest, and we went to the Sunrise Hill Cabins. It's like these 3 A-frames on a property that has like 2 ponds.
Yeah.
Dudes. It was amazing. First of all, I'm a sucker for an A-frame. I don't know
Me too,
why.
dude.
I
They're the
just
coolest,
friggin'
man.
love being in there.
Sucker for an A-frame. Okay.
It's
Dude.
easy to spell.
It's just
Feels good.
There's just like a tone about it where I'm like, I could just be in here and not see another human for some time and be fine with it. And man, we really loved it. Got some really good quality time. We actually just kind of sat there and like planned our year, like set our goals and did everything together as a couple. And then it's like 5 minutes from my favorite hike. So we got a bunch of hiking in, and dudes, the weather was perfect. It's not supposed
it was
to be
in the
this
50s.
nice.
Warm. It was
Yeah.
a nice fall break.
And the whole time, we were there for 3 days. The whole time that we were looking, it was supposed to be raining, 100% rain all 3 days. And for some reason, it was 55 and sunny.
Yeah, listen, it was 50. It was in the 50s. Some days were kind of crummy. It was like, Lorraine,
Well, the rain.
drizzle.
The rain helped because we went down to a state park that had some waterfalls. We saw 3 waterfalls. We're pretty much the only people out there, which is a little creepy because this one spot, one of our favorite hikes, has a sign that you can tell was hit by a car at some point and hasn't been touched in 30 years. And it basically says, hey, man, know what you're doing out here because there's no cell phone service, there's no GPS, and no one is ever going to find you if you get off the trail. I mean, it's like very explicit and very simple. Like,
Yeah, you're on your own.
Know what you're doing. People get lost in here all the time, and it does not end well. And that's our favorite hike.
Cool.
It was the greatest.
Did you make it out?
We made it, man.
All right.
We survived.
It survived.
It was cool.
incredible.
I saw a ton of cool TV too, man. I'll tell you what, TV is badass right now.
Well, we'll get into the TV stuff because I saw some cool TV stuff too.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about the one thing that we were texting about.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh,
Because that is the funniest show I have seen all year.
the documentary.
It's supposed to be a documentary, but it's a comedy.
I'm so
we'll
glad.
get into that. We'll get into that.
I love
Little
that.
bit.
Can't wait.
Thank you for sharing that one with us.
I was just glad everybody got on it.
Yeah. That was
Clownvis was on it too. We got it the whole. I had to get him in on it. I was
Okay.
like, dude, you have to watch
Yes.
this.
Oh, I didn't even think about calling him.
He watched. He said,
No, I'm glad that
Oh,
somebody
I'm sure
did.
he saw it. Yeah.
He watched. He said I watched the whole thing, one sitting.
I'll just mention it's called Kings of Tupelo.
Man.
Let's not get too much into it.
Yeah.
But if you saw Kings of Tupelo on Netflix, you know.
yes.
Wild.
And it's something I would have just passed right over until Rafe said, you got to watch this.
And I think the Coen brothers have to do the film.
Oh,
They
it
would
is
crush that.
ridiculous. Scott, did you have a good break?
Yeah, it was great. Family came up, so we did a lot of house stuff. Basically, my break was me working to get ready for the few days they were here. And then also, I got to do something fun. I went to I think Joan over here in our office, she hooked me up with some box seats for the bragging rights game.
Oh,
for
the Illinois.
MU, yeah, against the Tigers, and that was really fun. My
Cool.
nephew, he's in school for to become a sports agent and all that stuff, and
On the Mizzou side.
yeah, he's over at MU, and he wanted to go, so we took him, and it was awesome. But it was one of those where the refs were, I don't know what world they were in. If you even got close to somebody, they called a foul. And there's a few
Well, as
folks
far
that
as the
fouled
game,
out.
as far as the game itself
Yeah, the
goes.
worst calling I've ever seen, even like over even little kid games. This was the worst refing I've ever seen both ways. They couldn't make their decision up.
This was the win, the storm the court win thing, right?
No. MU lost by 1 or 2.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the annual bragging rights game they do
Yeah.
at an Enterprise.
It's fun though.
Oh, I
it
got
really
yeah,
is.
it's a big deal.
yeah.
It's a big deal. I'm glad he won.
Yeah,
That's
it was awesome. So
That's
that was
great.
pretty special. But yeah, we just basically got to hang out here. Then the last couple of days, TV watching. I got some big news, guys. Added Max to my life finally.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
Max
best,
guy now,
best bang
okay.
for your buck.
Well, as far as conspiracy theories go over the break, we had the drones in New Jersey,
Yes.
which that was a big thing for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then went away.
Because
went-
people realize they're airplanes.
I thought they were drones.
I think a couple of them were, and then people were sending photos of lights over the airport, which was planes landing. And I think enough people had posted about it that had egg on their face and realized, like, oh no, this is
Well, it started to get pretty ridiculous with like people putting their own drones up and going, "Look, I see a drone."
right. I didn't see all that. I pretty much stayed off of everything.
I don't know. I got into it. First, it was Iranian drones with a mothership off the coast.
That was
That
the
one.
best.
That was a good one.
I missed all of this.
Then it was the government drones looking for a missing nuke,
Okay.
which I got pretty into that one. I was
How-
like, that seems right.
How far did you go down?
I went pretty far down that rabbit
Did
hole.
they find the nuke?
I don't know.
Well, then you
Is it
didn't
with
go
the
far enough.
WMDs or whatever?
I'm going to need you to get back into that
Did you
rabbit
hear
hole.
about that? Did you hear about that? Like
Kind of
that?
vaguely. So what's the?
Well, so even like my brother-in-law lives down in central South Jersey, and he's like, "There's drones all over the place." I go, "Take a picture." And he took a picture. I go, "There they are.
It's real.
There they are."
Maybe this is like a drone training
are.
facility, you know, like the monster truck folks. They got that whole facility, so there's just monster trucks.
Well,
everywhere.
and then you start looking on X, you start looking on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh,
and,
yeah, dude. Put your tinfoil hat on, brother.
my tinfoil hat was on. And, there was one guy that said, hey, listen, I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody whose father's in the CIA.
That's official. Good enough for me.
And they said that a small nuclear warhead was smuggled in through the port of Newark. And it's in Jersey somewhere. And the drones are looking for it. Like they have special sensors that detect radioactivity.
Sounds like somebody needs to get fired from the CIA. If this is true, if any of this is true, you got a leak. Who's telling somebody's
customs.
uncle and roommate? And
But now I'm like, I show my wife, I'm like, look at this guy. He knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody
who needs to lose his job?
whose dad is in the CIA.
Why would this guy lie?
Why would this stranger lie?
There was all kinds of stuff.
My wife's like, where is he? I'm like, he's in his basement. I know, but hear him out.
That was the other thing I saw, and it made sense to me on the plane. Someone's like, go on Twitter. Elon Musk hasn't said a word about these drones, and he comments on everything. What's up? Elon's in on this. This is this has something to do with SpaceX. These must be some new drones he's testing out. He has to know what's going on because he's not commenting on it. And then I think he finally did say something. I don't remember what it was. And he's like, I don't know what they are. There's something not helpful. But I started thinking about that, and I'm like, that's a good point. He does pretty much comment on every
watching
aspect
some
of
of these press conferences with government officials, and they were being vague about stuff, and when government officials are vague about things, that churns up the conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
The conspiracy theories. And I was all about it.
It's like the Phoenix Lights thing, man. You remember that? When everybody over Phoenix saw the spaceship?
Yep.
And the government got to the mayor, and he did the press conference where he's like, we actually found the guy, and he had the guy come out dressed as an alien and, made fun of it. And he's gone on record saying, he's like, yeah, I saw him. It was a spaceship. He's like, I had, government officials breathing down my neck to dispel the rumor. He's like, that's why I tried to do it, lean into the conspiracy theory to make fun of it. But he's like, I saw him. I saw a spaceship. Everyone saw it. It happened over Phoenix. But now that's been released, thanks to the dude from Blink-182.
Tom DeLonge?
Tom DeLonge. Thanks, Tom DeLonge. Captain DeLonge, dismissed.
Yeah, but now the drone thing kind of went away. We're not talking about the drones anymore.
Are we talking about the Florida thing?
Now we're talking about the fog.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Have you guys heard about the fog?
Oh, have I heard about the fog? Yes.
Have you heard about the fog?
No, please tell
You
me.
don't know about the fog?
No, and the way you say that word sounds weird to me. So keep saying it.
Fog? You don't know about the fog?
What'd you call me?
Rafe, have you heard about this?
Tell me about
Oh,
what you said.
guys.
What the fog are you talking about?
This is the new thing. This is the new thing. Conspiracy theories about, quote, the fog are picking up steam online as people report strange, thick mist followed by flu-like symptoms. The thickness of the fog, its appearance under a flashlight, and the respiratory symptoms some have reported after exposure led to many theorizing about chemical attacks, bioweapons testing, and, of course, aliens. So it's in a couple states, the fog.
Yeah. And it's supposedly in a couple places in Europe. But it's weird how you
It
can't
started
see
on
it.
December 29th.
And if you get the flashlight out, you can see it everywhere.
They're like, listen, jerks, it's rain.
That's awesome.
It's humidity. It's water.
So it's just the
It's
same
water
thing with your
droplets.
headlights.
Starting on December 29th, social media users on conspiracy-heavy platforms like TikTok and X began publishing videos about a nefarious fog that seemed unusually thick or made of large particles. Some reported on an odd smell, described as chemical, electrical, or burning, and then claimed to experience fever, coughing, sore throat, headache, fatigue.
I don't know if this is to my benefit or to my detriment, but when you start a sentence or when you start a story with the sentence that you started that with, I tend to tune out.
What? Have you heard of?
No, the thing where
Or
it
the
said,
conspiracy theories about the fog?
No, when it said reported on TikTok and Twitter. Like if you start a story with that,
okay.
I think I'm out. Like these are both places, especially
You can't
Twitter.
handle the truth, dude.
Yeah. Dude.
These are both
Open your
places,
eyes, man.
No, these are both places, especially Twitter, that started
Hey,
out
man.
as like communicative tools. I mean, there were like governments that were overthrown and all this, because it was like a meetup tool and all this, and now it's just,
My eyes are open,
what
man.
hap-
It's
what-
these past 3 weeks. I'm awake.
what happens with everything. It's just, we went too far.
Maybe I spent too much time at home. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. First of all, let's see that picture again that you took on the 29th.
No wonder you look like that, dude.
Yeah,
That's
because
why you look like that.
that's a
'cause
guy
it's-
staring at Twitter all
You're
day.
right.
You know what? You're the guy from Kings of Tupelo. You're the
This guy's been on X too long.
That is your ex profile picture. Please, man. Send
I'm
that
starting
to
a podcast out of my basement, guys.
me. Will you send that to me? I'm gonna update our at RIZZ show profile.
We need that as a shirt. I want to wear that.
Can I put that as our ex profile? It fits in. I swear we'll get more followers.
Trusted news.
Sending it to Moon now.
All right.
But everybody's talking about the fog.
Yep.
So from drones to fog.
Dude, you went so far down the rabbit hole, man. I can't get over it. You are the guy. You're typing up your own manuscript at home.
Yeah, I got a manifesto.
I'm SR, and I approve this message.
As I said, man, too much time at home.
Oh my gosh.
Too much time reading.
So what's the verdict on the fog here?
I don't know.
Okay. I thought maybe
I wonder if they've tested any of that yet to see if it is, because some people think it could be plastic particles or.
I don't know, man.
chemtrails, dog. Ground level chemtrails.
I don't know, but I tell you what,
Guess
Rizzuto
from
listeners,
what? The drones.
I will let you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some more reading and watching TikTok later.
Well, I'm going to not
let you
sleep.
know.
I won't sleep this week. I'll listen to Coast to Coast, find out the answer.
I'll let you know, guys.
Updated profile.
Good.
Now. Dude, this is magnificent. This is some of your best work.
The picture?
Yes.
It really is. You crushed it.
The way that you're looking at me right now with this look when you just make it your face.
Yeah.
We got a big future on X.
With this picture? Oh, yeah. Anybody have any resolutions for 2025?
I do.
Because there was a lot of indulging over the holiday season.
Hey, how do you feel about resolutions? Like
I don't know.
I think it's a good thing. I kind of teetered and waffled with how I felt about it, and my wife and I were talking about this. She's like, "Dude, there's a lot of people that hate resolutions, and I don't mean hate for themselves. Like they're all over social media just ripping on people."
I don't hate it. You know, and I'm like, all right, after the new year, I'm going to go back to the gym. I'm gonna eat right. And I'm saying to myself, you know what? Who am I fooling? If I wanted to eat right and go to the gym, I would do it now.
Yeah, but at least for a glimmer,
Yeah,
for a moment, you had some sort of, desire or motivation for betterment. That's a good thing.
No, that's good. That's good. I'm not anti-resolution.
You've seen these people, though, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that are just crashing on folks, like getting brutal in comments when people are just trying to post something. And maybe they're even posting it just for their own
But
accountability.
it's an easy way to kind of regroup, reevaluate everything in your life and be like, oh, this is what I need to hit now. And then I don't understand why it's weird.
Some people are just angry, I guess.
I think it's a good way to take inventory, Whether you stick to the resolution or not, to get to the resolution, you've got to take inventory of like, all right, where are some areas of my life that I was lost focus in this year?
Yeah. And this should be something that happens every couple of months.
Yeah,
Kind of
it should be a
It's
new
not
month
like-
resolution.
Yeah.
You should be taking inventory throughout the year, but at least once a year, people are sitting down and being like, okay, let's get real.
reassess.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird, though, man. I get a dread. Do you guys get that? Like, I get that. Like, it happened to me in Hawaii. Like, I'm like the 27th or 28th. We're getting ready to come home, and I started getting that end of the year. Like,
Yeah, the Sunday scaries.
But for the year, for
the
my
year.
life,
Yeah, yeah.
where I'm just
Dude,
like,
me too. I start panicking in midlife and in all sorts
did
of
I
crap.
do everything I was supposed to do this year? Was I really as productive as I needed to be?
Well-
So sometimes I think it could be detrimental, maybe a little, but you got to do
What I
it.
get at the end of every year is, was it a good year or a bad year? Like there was some heartache in 2024, and there were some good things that happened as well. Lost a dear friend in 2024. There were some good things as well. What will 2025 bring?
Yeah.
2024 was a weird year for me because when I sat down and thought about it, I was like, it was one of my best years professionally and one of my worst years personally. So I guess it's a wash.
Yeah.
Hey man, I would suggest to anybody, especially if you got a partner that you're vibing with and all that, go away, go into an A-frame cabin at Sunrise Hill Cabins, because like doing that and sitting down, just me and her. It was quiet. There's no TV, and we just sat there for hours talking about our plans. We, like you said, we reviewed this last year. We took inventory of things that we appreciated, things that we missed the mark on, things that we would like to change. And dude, I'm telling you, when we came back, it was a
We boned.
we boned and
Nice.
Hey,
Cool.
and we got like a clearer vision.
go to the basement, open up Twitter, and just
Good point.
Let the darkness take you.
see where it takes you.
Yeah.
Where is my mind?
Again, there was a lot of indulging
Basement
over the
A-frame.
holiday season.
Basement A-frame.
Not surprisingly, the number one New Year's resolution in 25 is
Weight loss.
expected to be a diet for your wallet.
Oh.
So we spent on average more than $1,000 on gifts over the holidays, which isn't just generous, it's a new record. And if you're not flush with cash right now, you've spent more than you should. So a poll asked people what they plan to resolve to start doing in 2025, and the top response was saving more money. Improving their physical health was second, followed by being happy and eating healthier, losing weight, improving your mental health, learning something new, reading more, blah, 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 blah. Oh, improving relationships with family and friends. But if you're resolving to go back to the gym, if you're resolving to be healthier and maybe getting a gym membership, headline,
Oh, boy.
how to avoid catching chlamydia from gym equipment.
Oh gosh, man! Now we're into scare tactic stuff with.
How to avoid catching chlamydia from gym equipment. Yes, this is the thing.
It doesn't St. Louis kind of run? Don't we run?
We run chlamydia. We started here in St. Louis. I don't know if you knew that or
I'm
not.
pretty sure we run the
World's
country
Fair.
as far as per
Yep,
capita.
1903 or whatever, we invented chlamydia.
Per capita, we're always like top 3, I believe.
Yeah.
Then it's either that or gonorrhea. I'm
And
not
maybe
sure.
that's
Or
a good
maybe
sign.
both.
What's the difference between those two?
Quite a bit.
Oh, is there?
Quite a bit.
I, for one, appreciate the fact that I don't know.
So there was a leading doctor has weighed in on social media claims that say it is possible to get chlamydia from touching gym equipment. Now, this whole thing began, this rumor, and I'll tell you if it's true or not.
Sounds like two sisters in a Greek tragedy, doesn't it? Like if you're like, you've come for my daughter's hand. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, come downstairs.
Choose one.
Choose one. I'm actually here for your youngest daughter, herpes.
Herpes.
Yes.
It's spoken for.
You're not worthy of herpes.
So the rumor began with a TikToker who claimed he got chlamydia at the gym after wiping his eye with a towel that he'd put on a bench.
Come on, this sounds like a. I wasn't.
I was at
Seriously,
the
babe?
I was at the
serious.
gym wiping my eyes.
I was at the gym.
Come on, man. I need to write an article about this.
So the guy said he went to the doctor after getting what he thought was pink eye, also known as conjunctivitis, which is a minor infection, but tests revealed it was actually chlamydia. Confused because he says he was not sexually active and has not been sexually active, the doctor was like, hey, did you work out at a public gym?
That's where the doctor's head went immediately.
He says. That's what he says. The
That's
doctor
cool.
said.
That's a smart doctor.
And the doctor said chances are somebody has sweated on the seat. You put your gym towel on, you wipe your face, and there you go. I guess pink eye and chlamydia are related.
Okay.
In another video, somebody blamed getting chlamydia at the gym from women going commando.
What?
Yes, my
Women
gym.
not wearing underwear.
Oh, my gym, you're not allowed to wear bottoms. You just have to work out.
Yeah.
And then you got people that are not using condoms that are not catching this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? When, people dodging bullets, if this is true. And then you got Mr. Lucky over here just grazing his eye with a towel from a gym and getting it. Bummer.
Well, this has people panicking. Can I get chlamydia from gym equipment? And the short answer is from an actual doctor who went on and was like, hey, listen, everybody, here's the real deal. You cannot get chlamydia.
I was going to.
You cannot get chlamydia from gym equipment.
Babe, I'm serious. It was from that. The doctor even asked.
The doctor says, unlike the flu or staph infection, chlamydia does not survive long outside the body. It's not living its best life on gym benches, hand weights, and ellipticals. For chlamydia to be transmitted, there needs to be direct membrane to mucus contact, usually through sexual activity. So unless you're having sex with gym equipment,
Yeah.
you're good.
Chlamydia.
You're good. Is there a possibility? Any possibility it could happen. And the doctor says in science, we never say never, but this is extremely unlikely. Chlamydia needs a warm, moist environment like the human body to survive. Once exposed to air or, gym wipes, it's toast. So how do you actually get chlamydia? Doctor says, glad you asked. One of the most commonly sexually transmitted infections worldwide. It spreads through unprotected vaginal, anal, or oral sex and often has no symptoms, which is why testing is important. So is there any other risks with gym equipment? Yeah, there are risks when it comes to dirty gym equipment, but chlamydia is probably not one of them.
Yeah, the risk I've always gotten, or infection, is like I get really swole.
Yes, that's it. That is a side effect of going to the gym, Scott.
It's weird.
Like you can get, staph infection from dirty gym equipment, but not chlamydia.
Yeah. Man.
So I think the dude that came home with chlamydia, I was at the gym.
Promise, babe.
But this is the time where it's kind of a bummer to go to the gym because the next 3 or 4 weeks it's going to be slammed.
Oh, it's going to be packed.
But then thankfully February it all empties out again. And everyone
It's going to be packed.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, maybe you got a gym membership for Christmas, which is an odd gift to give to somebody, right?
Hey,
Yeah,
Sam.
that's a touchy one, maybe. Or unless somebody asks for it, it's like, man, I've been really wanting to join a gym. I'm just not sure. I mean, if somebody's saying something like that, maybe it's a great gift.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is giving somebody a gym membership a good gift?
If they're always going, then yes. But if it's wow, I've noticed something developing in your stomach.
Yeah.
Here's a gym membership.
Listen, there's something that almost everyone experienced over the holidays, and it was probably receiving a gift that's not great. Now, we've talked about this in the past. So what are the go-to responses when you get a gift that you don't like?
You repeat what the gift is. Or you say what the gift is.
Yeah.
Wow, a hat with a farmer on it.
Somebody did poll people. And what is their go-to response when they get something they don't like? So if you gave something to somebody and you're not sure if they liked it or not, chances are they said one of these things. Number one is, thank you for thinking of me. Or, I love it. Or, I really appreciate this. Or, you shouldn't have. No, really. You shouldn't have. Or when they say, what a thoughtful present. They really don't like it.
Oh, man.
You're too kind. It's the thought that counts, which you're supposed to actually think that one to yourself, not being able to say it out loud. Or, it's so unique. Or when they say, where did you get this? All signs that you got somebody a garbage present.
Wow.
I
Like
don't
my
know
wife
if that
sent
one
all
is.
those to me.
Where did you get this? Isn't necessarily. Sometimes I'll like it, and I'll just be like, dude, where did you find this? This is awesome. If it's something like super unique, I'll be like, how did you even come across this?
I don't know.
It
Reading
sounds like
this list
everything.
here, it sounds like everything you say is.
Yeah, everything
Pretty
is
much.
dangerous.
I've always wanted one of these. Is that on there? Oh, dude. I've always wanted one of these.
I won't buy
I never bought it for myself, but I've always wanted one. Glad you did it.
Yeah, that is a good sign. That is a good sign you got somebody a bad gift. I always wanted one of these. A Dremel. Nice.
Oh, actually, that would be
Thanks.
very cool.
Because all the woodworking I do, yes. Is that what a Dremel's for?
And to trim your
A few
dog's
things.
nails.
Awesome. Maybe you gave your kid's teacher a gift.
An apple or something.
Nah, gift card.
What's the best gift to give to a teacher?
Apples. They love apples.
I'll tell you what teachers love the most. Or at least they say they do.
Amazon gift card.
Handwritten letters. Which I think is BS.
Yeah, right. Because they're grading those every day.
So 52% of teachers said handwritten cards or letters from their students are a great gift they'd love to get. Psh, bull.
Out of here, man.
In the
They'd
envelope.
much rather have a gift card.
Yeah, in the envelope with the Amazon gift card.
Handwritten letters, then cash or gift cards, then, classroom supplies, personal items, packaged food like cookies or candy. What's the top gift they don't want?
Lingerie.
Booze. Yeah. Crotchless panties. The top gift that teachers don't want are, it's booze. First of all, not everybody drinks. And it's also just awkward to get alcohol from a kid.
Yeah,
And probably illegal, right? If a kid's carrying alcohol? I don't know.
Booze can even be weird from a parent, too. Like, here, I know you must need this after dealing with my awful kid all year. So here's some Jägermeister. But with all that being said, as far as gifts go, what's the worst thing to get a kid?
Drums.
Yes. And it's also unacceptable to surprise somebody with a pet.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah. Never surprise somebody with a pet. That's a horrible, horrible idea.
Unless it's a Tamagotchi or something
Yeah.
that you can pass on.
Yeah. Did you guys do anything for New Year's at all?
Now, last year we went to, we took the kids to Old Spaghetti Factory. So we did that again, but a few days before because they were going elsewhere for New Year's. So we did a couple different dinners for the holidays and all that. But for New Year's, man, that's not really anything that we've looked forward to other than the family dinner. The actual midnight, the whole midnight
Did
thing.
you stay up?
No, I went to bed.
You missed it?
Well, I wouldn't say I missed it since the neighbors all have fireworks.
Yeah, we had some fireworks in our neighborhood this year.
Yeah, I heard some little poppies.
But despite the warnings from police and elected leaders, celebratory gunfire was a thing in the city of St. Louis.
Good.
And St. Louis County Police and City Police reported 138 calls about fireworks or gunfire from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. I know KMOV did a whole story on it. Homeowners reported their houses being hit by gunfire in the 400 block of Lanark Road and the also Vista Ridge, Advance Drive. One couple interviewed said they live on Advance Drive. And she says the woman in the store said she walked into her kitchen around 2:15 in the morning, thought she saw powdered sugar on the countertop until she looked up and saw a hole in the ceiling
Oh my gosh.
and an object on the floor. She said she picked it up, held it for a second, and thought, oh my God, this is a bullet.
Well,
Wow, that sucks.
So the police every year put out there, hey, guys, please, don't shoot your guns in the air. Every year and people don't listen. Especially with the price of ammunition.
I was
Come
just going
on,
to say,
man.
the price of ammo, you go get some Black Cat bottle rockets.
We did go to the gun range one day, my wife and I. And ammo was expensive.
Super expensive.
So even, it being dangerous and all,
Yeah. That's
I don't want
fun.
to waste ammo.
Is your wife a good shot?
Tremendous waste.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had fun.
She was rocking and rolling.
Did she put a picture up? I didn't even know she did.
Saw a video. I don't know. Maybe she sent it to the. May have been in a group chat or something, but she had it on full rock and roll. She looked like she knew what she
She was
was
rocking
doing.
and rolling, man.
Russian mafia dude.
Don't mess around. Don't mess around. Although I over the break, and I will admit something, there was an incident at my house. I have my super sweet alarm system in my house. I got motion detectors. Mm-hmm. In the basement, around 12:30 one morning, the motion detector went off in the basement.
Oh.
Go get him. Dad mode activate. What'd you do?
So the alarm is going off. 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah, she's been waiting for this. Hockey
He hit that
stick.
button, the secret door opened with all its.
And ironically, this was the same day we went shooting. So I was feeling it.
Feeling secure.
Dialed in.
I was dialed in. Rafe. So the alarm is going off, and it's screaming.
You in your skivs?
I'm in red checkered boxer briefs.
And that's it? No shirt?
No shirt.
Wow.
Oh, dude. You
nipples
don't want to mess
out.
with that.
Looks like he's going to a picnic, but the only thing we are serving is death.
Well,
Socks?
I turned to my wife. I go, "Did you turn the alarm on?" Because I could hear it. And if it beeps for a certain amount of time, then it starts doing the
Yeah,
Yeah.
loud.
doing the real
Intruder.
the real
Intruder.
thing. And then the alarm company calls up and they're like, "Do you want us to roll the police?" I go, "No, I got this."
Yes. Call an ambulance for who I'm about to encounter.
I have a 357.
Oh, boy, that'll do it.
And I went downstairs and I cleared every room.
And he pushed it.
Clear.
He pushed his 357 to the side and grabbed a Desert Eagle.
To the left. Clear.
Seems like a lot, honey.
I cleared every room in that basement.
Twice.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And? Did you ever figure out what it
No,
was?
I don't know what it was.
Probably drone or something, maybe?
Yeah, he just went back upstairs and says, "No drones, no fog, honey. Go back to sleep.
They saw me looking at this
I think
stuff
I'm going
on
to
the
stay up
internet.
and do some research."
Hey, seriously, what you have on your feet? Socks?
No,
Barefoot?
I was barefoot.
Barefoot. You went down there without shoes. You could have gotten a fight. You could have gotten something.
I
You're
was
gonna be
ready,
barefoot.
dude. I was ready.
No, that's not ready. You have some shoes right by your bed for this reason.
Did Bruce Lee wear shoes?
Probably. What do we know about
Sometimes.
Bruce Lee other than when
Maybe
he
he
was
did.
filmed?
Sometimes, I
Knock
don't
it
know.
off.
Did Shoeless Joe Jackson?
You ain't no Bruce Lee. You need shoes. Tie him
Did
up
Lieutenant Dan wear shoes?
Oh, well.
Bad
He
example.
ain't got no legs.
He did at the end.
Cleared every room in that basement.
Barefoot.
He's
And made
scared
love to
whoever
my
it
wife
was.
when I went back upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
So silly.
Shots will be fired tonight, honey.
That's what happened.
Shots must be
After you
fired.
cleared the rooms, did you spin the gun around your finger and put it in your holster? Phew.
Don't worry, everybody. Dad's got this.
Oh, man.
No, I don't know what it was. Kind of crazy.
It's kind of scary when it's an inside the house camera, though, because this was a cam that's not. This wasn't pointed out to the yard.
No, this was.
You told me this is like bottom of the stairs. Like it only detects motion inside the house.
Yeah, that was weird.
So that means something.
Yeah.
Oh, is a malfunction of some kind. I don't know.
A ghost.
Dust could have.
You may have a ghost, dude.
I'm with
They
Ghost.
have a ghost.
A drone flying ghost.
I'm with the idea that you looked up. You got too far down this rabbit hole, and the government now is taking a closer look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was them putting surveillance in my basement.
You know that CIA guy that one guy knew a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy. He was,
It was
in
Dad
his
in the
basement.
CIA.
No.
I don't know. I'm not going to dismiss anything.
As you should.
Everything's on the table.
That's what they want you to do.
No red string will go unstrung.
No. All right, listen, we got to take a break. We've been talking for a while. I will say we will start up Team Riz again, doing a member of the day on Monday. So, please, sign up for Team Riz, 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. If you entered for 2024, we throw everybody's entries out. All new for 2025, so 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. You, of course, get the super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey, and you get to pick a song to kind of end the show. So 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. Thanks once again to Hotshot Sports Bar and Grill for being the Team Riz member of the day sponsor. All right, we'll take our first break of the day. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrities. It is 7:22. Welcome back to the Riz Show, first show of 2025. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. Glad to be here. Glad to wake you all up. It's going to get cold. I know it's been pretty warm for what? Early January, late December.
It's been pretty warm for the whole winter, quote unquote winter.
A cold day.
It's going to change. So a cold front is moving in, and we're supposed to get a winter storm on Sunday. And then it's going to be below freezing temperatures for days after. Now, Sunday, temperatures are going to get into the 20s. We're going to have all the winter weather on Sunday, they say. Freezing rain, sleet, snow, all of it.
And then it just gets colder after that. That's a 29 high day, and then Monday's 25, then 22, 21, 28, 27, 29. We're talking no warmer than the 20s.
Well, what I'm hearing for Sunday is up to 8 inches of snow in some areas.
Dang, really? I hadn't heard.
This is good news.
I hadn't heard that yet.
Up to 8 inches in some spots. I know they're saying it's too early to predict exact snowfall totals.
I hope it stays. I hope when it gets cold, it stays consistently cold, and not for my sake, but for Hidden Valley's sake. I love that we have that here, and every single year that we have crud weather and rain and all this, and it just kind of makes it hard out there. I get all worried
That they're going to close?
They're going to go away, and I don't. And it's such a good thing to have here. And they're so cool, and I don't know them. I have no connections to them or nothing.
You're just rooting for them.
I'm so rooting for them.
Rooting for Hidden Valley. I got it.
And when it gets cold, I want it to stay cold for some time so they just have an easier business out
Well,
there.
they're saying Sunday into Monday, up to 8 inches of snow in some spots. More as we get closer to the weekend, but
Careful with your rear-wheel drive
it may
cars.
be. Listen, it may be. Rafe, stay at the Drury Inn across the street. Ooh. Sunday to Monday.
The Drury.
Applebee's.
It may be an Applebee's night.
Okay.
Hey,
Sunday to Monday.
those Applebee's cinnamon roll desserts are nothing to shake a stick at. I can tell you that.
I know Moon usually stay home.
Yeah, I'm always in a four-wheel drive car. I don't.
You don't want. I mean,
listen, you guys are cool, but I really like my house.
I like my house too. I don't like
love-
driving in the. I don't like driving in the.
I love sleeping next to my wife.
bad weather. I do as well.
Yeah, I'm not saying you don't. That's not what I'm implying. I'm just saying it's hard to get me out of my house.
I mean, the station's paying for a room.
Moon's banned from all Drury Inns.
Yeah, is there something
He's
you're not
trying
saying?
to hide it?
Excuse me.
It's that rock star lifestyle.
Yeah.
He's on a list.
Yeah, did you throw a TV out a window at a Drury once?
I'm going to make Jeff proud here and say the station's paying for a room. Can I get a cash equivalent?
No.
Well,
No.
That's a good question.
No. Hey, one thing we do got to talk about the Riz Show Fast Lane Pick'em Challenge.
We don't need to.
yes, we do.
Yes, we do. So going into the holiday break, so there are 18 weeks in the NFL season. Then you get the playoffs. So the Pick'em Challenge, we play all 18 weeks. Heads up, Fast Lane versus Riz Show. Going into the break, Fast Lane 8, Riz Show 6. So Fast Lane 8 weeks 1, Riz Show 6 weeks 1.
And at that point, because I want to point this out for all the haters that were emailing us, counting us out early in the season. We were down at one point, I believe.
8-2.
Yeah.
It was like 8-2. 7-1 at one point. We got back 7-2. They win 8-2. They're like, if they win 2 more, we're done. And we got our way back to 8-6 before the break.
I wanted to say.
I think they had a 5er in a row too, or maybe a 6.
They had a streak.
Yeah, I want to say that people counted us out.
Yeah.
And we have staged a comeback that will go down in history books. It is unbelievable how either we just turned it on or they turned it off. I don't know what happened.
I'll take it.
Well, by the numbers, they did not turn it off. We just started beating them.
So week 15, which was the first week we were out,
Yep.
Riz Show 64, Fastlane 59. Another week won by the Riz Show. After week 15, it was 8-7.
It's crazy.
By the way, King Scott was the leader for week 15.
That felt really good.
Yeah.
Rafe. The
I was
loser.
also the winner.
You were the loser.
Loser.
Also the dunce of the week.
Loser and dunce on a winning week.
On a winning week with 11. So King Scott 15 correct picks.
Not bad.
For week 15. Rafe 11 correct picks, which is still great, but it's not good enough.
If 11 gets me dunce, we did something.
So we win week 15. Week 16 was a tough week for us, and we did wind up losing. We did wind up losing week 16. We lost 54-57.
Man.
And Learn was our lowest scorer, and she was the dunce of the week for week 16. So she has like 6 shots coming her way.
Yowie, yowie.
Congratulations to Moon,
Thank you.
who was the winner
Thank you.
of that week for the Riz Show.
Thank you very much.
Must be nice.
It was nice.
So now going into week 17, it is Fastlane 9, Riz Show 7. The best we could do is tie. The best we could do is tie for the year at this point. Week 17, Riz Show 67, Fastlane 62. Yes,
That's
we
another
won. Week
Another big
17.
win.
So going into the final week of the season, week 18, which begins, there's no Thursday night game, so Saturday's the first game. We could tie. If we win week 18, we could tie the Fastlane.
Win and we're in.
Spectacular. In spectacular fashion.
is
I mean,
incredible.
this is the
The
biggest.
fact that it's even,
Even if we tie, this is the
We're the
biggest win
2011
ever.
Cardinals
On the
right
table.
now.
a tie's on the table, guys.
The fact that we've managed to get this to week 18 and have it matter, considering how horrible we were doing early in this thing,
Wild.
I'm proud of us.
I am
We never
too.
gave up
Me too.
on each other in this locker room.
You guys are awesome.
So
Everybody else did.
week 17 winner was me, loser for week 17, King Scott.
That was not a...
Turn of events.
What was a bummer is I was finally number 2 on the leaderboard, and then after that I'm down.
You were not the dunce of the week, though. You beat 2 people. so-
BK was
Oh.
dunce of the week.
Well, someone didn't make picks over there, right?
I think it was BK.
Yeah.
He didn't pick Thursday night.
Bummer. Well, he had 11.
He had a
So, I mean, Scott,
it
you
wouldn't have
lost
mattered
with-
anyway. We kicked their ass.
Yeah, you lost with 12, and we were
Or
decisive.
he missed both
I lost
Christmas
with 12?
games.
Yeah.
That's
But I
ridiculous.
missed a pick too. He didn't take my Green Bay. I don't know why. Just a random pick in the middle. Because you texted me and were like,
Yeah.
"Hey man, someone's saying you need to make your picks," and I went in and they were all made, except Vikings Green Bay, which it was the game had already started, and I was like, for some reason that pick didn't stick on my. I don't know if I skipped
the
over it.
fact that we have taken it to week 18
Amazing.
is amazing.
My
And a
question-
real testament to our grit.
Yeah.
And Fastlane guys, you should be ashamed of yourselves. The fact that it's even close. Wild. You guys suck. What?
Yeah, dude.
Hey, this week's weird, right? The tiebreaker one is like a game in the middle.
Well, we got to figure out, by the way, guys, if we do wind up tying, we need a plan.
It's like the worst game ever is the tiebreaker, the Texans and Titans.
No, well, if we wind up tying for the season,
Okay. Yeah.
do we have a plan?
What do you mean as like what the punishment should be?
No, like what is the
Between the shows,
between the shows?
That's what I mean.
is it a wash? Who wins?
I would say they have to suffer greatly.
I personally think
Because of
Ty
what we
should go
did.
to the non-sports.
Yeah,
shoot.
I think
for
so,
sure.
too.
Ty goes to the runner, and we are.
I don't think we
running.
should have to prove anything else.
We already
I think
proved-
it should
we
be
already
like,
proved
if
our
you
mettle.
can't beat us,
You lost.
if we play to a tie,
That's a loss for you.
that's a loss for an
I agree to
ESPN
that.
I
show.
think, yeah, if they were real men, that's what they would
So
do.
we'll have to get in
Am
a
I
dunk
right?
tank and do a choreographed dance to a song of our choice.
We haven't even tied yet. We're talking.
A lot of
We're
trash.
talking pretty hard.
Agree? Good.
Agree.
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 like
Fast
it.
lane,
Yeah.
what say you?
They don't- that
Agree.
doesn't matter.
Agree. It's in the books.
It's in the books.
And I'm
So
going to
we'll
go
see.
over during sports. We're going to do a deep dive into the playoff pictures, so we're educated going into this.
It's going to be a crazy week to pick because you got a lot of teams that are already
We're gonna
in the
go.
playoffs and
Oh,
will
yeah.
be resting their starters.
Yeah, I'm sitting Barkley in fantasy. I feel weird about that, but that's what you got to do, right?
Saquon,
Yeah, I'm sitting him.
You don't think they'll play him for the record?
No, I think there's enough footage of him out there when they say, like, hey, Saquon, you got 100 yards to beat this, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, nah, let the young guys get out there. And I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with he's that guy. He wants other people to get time because he's that good of a
100
he's-
yards of the all-time record.
I know,
though,
he's
man.
that
I don't
good.
care
He's
who
that
you
good of
are.
a guy. He's that good of a guy.
let me
That's
just
on your mind.
Let me
Take a
just put
rest.
this out there in all seriousness. If there is a tie, should we probably do wild card weekend?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I think we'd have to.
I mean,
probably
if
go
they want
wild
to
card
cry
weekend.
about it and not.
Man up, but yeah.
Yeah, if they want to be little girls.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
If they want to be little girls, we'll do
Yeah,
wild
we're
card weekend.
confident in ourselves.
I mean-
But you should have beat us. Ty goes to the runner. Rafe was right.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically like playing your little brother.
Yeah. And he
Your little
tied.
brother manages to tie you. You should probably just hang up your cleats.
I think we'll probably have to go wild card weekend. But let's win this week, okay,
All
guys?
right, let's do it.
It's fine.
And somebody make sure Learn makes her picks.
She did. I reminded her last night. She said she's done it.
She already made the picks?
Said she did it.
Oh, no. No research.
Well, we can
Oh, no.
take a look and tell her if we think.
Well,
I'm
'cause
sure.
not only
I'm
are,
sure Tim helped her out.
not only are Eagles head coach says they're sitting Saquon, so
They're sitting him?
Yeah.
I told you. I told you. I even have the Broncos beating the Chiefs.
well, not only are players being sent because they want to be rested for the playoffs. There's a lot of players that are gonna play going for incentives. Like final week of the
yeah.
season, if they get another touchdown, they get an extra
Oh, right.
$500,000. So there's that list as well.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about that last year. Like Kelsey had to get one more reception or something for some
Something like
bonus
that.
And
You don't believe in Carson Wentz, dude?
yeah, I believe in him. I believe he'll do fine. I don't necessarily think they're going to win it, and I don't think they care.
He has been named the starter,
Carson Wentz.
for what that's worth. I'll go over some of this in the sports, but
But that's what I'm saying. This is going to be a wild week because this is where they really should have us over there because this is a vote with your head week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And the stats and the info.
So you
and-
can't do logos this week?
I mean, yes, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm
All right, listen.
doing mascot versus mascot. As
So
always.
while we were away, so Moon's got crap on celebrities here in just a second, but while we were away, here are some stories that happened in the world of celebrity news. So Conan O'Brien's parents died within 3 days of each other.
I saw that.
Oh,
See that story?
that's some notebook stuff, man.
So Conan's dad, Dr. Thomas O'Brien, died Monday, December 9th at the age of 95. All we know is that his health had been failing, 95. Then Conan's mom, Ruth, passed away Thursday, 3 days later. She was 92.
They got the congratulations.
Oh, 95 and 92,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Double
but man,
double congrats.
Yeah, that's a tough
But
blow
heartbreaking, though.
right before. Because I think they're a pretty close group,
Hey, man,
those O'Briens.
isn't that? I don't know. Isn't that beautiful for everybody? Not just them, but for Conan as well. Right?
I mean, it's better
your
than
dad
Weird
goes
Al's
and your mom goes.
version.
I mean, yeah. You. I don't know. I'm just.
it's a lot of
kinda
grief.
I'm not speaking
It's
from
sweet.
from experience, but I'm just saying. But you're grieving.
You're not having the comfort of grieving parent.
Right.
very
I hate to
long.
say once, but you're grieving once, and it's double and massive. It's probably
Yeah.
more than double. But at the same time, like what a beautiful thing. 95, 92, went out like the Notebook.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Oh, I guess I don't have to see the Notebook now. I know what happens at the end.
Yeah. So what happens is he dies and she dies in each other's arms. It's the cutest thing I've ever
Oh,
seen.
how
man.
sweet.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Thomas, I mean, what a successful family, too. I mean, Dr. Thomas graduated from Harvard Medical School. Conan's mom, Ruth, graduated from Yale Law.
Nerds.
Married in 1958. In addition to Conan, they had 3 other sons, 2 daughters, and 9 grandchildren. So,
It's awesome.
Did I mention
Good
the end
run.
of the Notebook is actually a murder-suicide?
I didn't
It's
know
a-
that.
Yeah, it's this.
all right, so Nikki Glazer, our dear friend. She is a 5-timer on this here radio show. She's worn the sequin jacket, the 5-Timers Club jacket. Huge Taylor Swift fan. How big of a fan? She went to 22 of the Eras Tour shows. 22 of them.
Jeez.
And by the way, she's hosting the Golden Globes on Sunday, which is a tremendous deal.
Huge.
Tremendous deal.
Wow.
How much did she spend, Nikki Glazer? How much did she spend to attend 22 Eras Tour shows?
Is she counting the tickets that she bought, meaning like if she went with a guest or she took her mom or she whatever?
She says, I want to be clear that we're including travel expenses, hotels, and me also flying and putting up everyone that I would invite to go with me.
Holy smokes.
Plus tickets, plus merch.
Okay. I have the calculation of about $7,500 for just tickets. 22 shows, that's $165,000. I'm going to add some travel and whatever. I'm going to say $266,000 is my total.
You overshot it.
I'm just overshooting there, so I'm going to back it down to 205.
She overshot it. She said she
Mine
spent
is- I think I'm going to go 22 shows, 5 Gs on the tickets. 'Cause I don't think they say. I think
She's savvy. She searches for deals.
sometimes she only took one person. Sometimes she may have taken her mom and dad. Sometimes she did go alone. They probably shared hotel rooms because mom and dad went a lot. And
She probably has points, too.
has points.
Probably has points.
Probably gets
Hotel
deals.
points.
I'm going to say.
Oh, she got her chase points we're taking into account?
Yeah, you got to take into account Southwest
not?
card,
I didn't
dude.
know that she would do that.
Nikki's using that Southwest card, dude. You know it. I'm going to say 150,000.
150,000.
I'm going to go $119,000.
Scott's a close. So she spent close to $100,000 to attend.
God, you are good at this crap.
Ridiculous.
See, I got math
$100,000.
dyslexia or whatever he's about to tell me about.
$100,000 to see 22 Taylor Swift shows.
So she
Which
doesn't
sounds like
know
a
Taylor
steal.
yet?
Yeah, seeing that number, 100,000,
Kind of sounds like a steal.
Yeah.
You're talking about accommodations, merch, tickets.
Flying.
all
Because
the
she's not
crap.
staying at some dumpy hotel either. She's staying in nice places.
Yeah, plus I don't see her standing in line for 6 hours to get in or any of that
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
stuff.
just impressed. Like, way to be awesome and actually buy tickets. You think she would just have her connections
although, you know, I did
hook
see,
her up?
Maybe she did. Maybe it would have been $200,000 without.
I did see
Nikki
a lot of
Glazer
social media
connections.
with her at Taylor Swift shows. She wasn't sitting up front. There were times she was sitting up in the 300s.
Yeah.
So she's not friends with Taylor then?
No, do you remember, it was a couple years ago, Nikki Glazer actually made a joke about Taylor Swift, and the Swifties came after her.
It was in the documentary. It was in her thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
About how she would get hate, and they used the Nikki Glazer example. And, it was just like, it was a joke. It was like a
Yeah.
routine thing, talking about a pop culture celeb. And they tried to get her, man. They came at her with torches and pitchforks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was gnarly.
Well, listen, Taylor Swift recently turned 35, and Travis Kelce went all out for her 35th birthday. A source claims he spent close to $175,000 on gifts.
Wow. More than Taylor Swift tour.
So here's the rundown. Here's what Travis Kelce got Taylor Swift for her 35th. Let me see here. $19,000 for 35 luxury flower arrangements from a place called The Million Roses. $60,000 for a rose gold day date 36 Rolex. $22,000 for a Tiffany & Company gold split cuff bracelet featuring a heart engraving on the inside. $25,000 for an Elsa Peretti open heart bracelet. $47,850 for a necklace, pendant, and matching earrings from Van Cleef and Apparel's collection. I don't even know what that is. So $175,000 on gifts.
What do you get a billionaire? Pop star.
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Malcolm in the Middle is coming back. See that?
I did. That's awesome.
Frankie Muniz and Bryan Cranston have been talking about a Malcolm in the Middle revival for a
Very
while, and
cool.
now it's happening. Only 4 episodes. Here's the plot synopsis. Malcolm and his daughter are drawn into the family's chaos when Hal and Lois demand his presence for their 40th wedding anniversary party. Jane Kaczmarek returns as Lois, the mom, but there's no word on the rest of the original cast.
Interesting.
It'll
This
be on
is
Disney
great.
Plus.
Is that show worth a re?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good show.
Well, you know what show we've been watching? I know I said this before the break. Is Frasier, and my gosh, that is one of the funniest shows. It is so good. It's still relevant. It's really funny because he's a radio guy, so
Yeah.
there's radio jokes in there that are really, really on the nose for us. But a hysterical show, and I was looking up,
It's
some of the.
regarded as one of maybe the best written sitcom in history.
I mean, it's flawless.
Frasier?
It's so
Yeah.
good, and we're only through 2 seasons or whatever. But I was looking up to kind of see what I should anticipate as far as the reviews for. I think there's 9 seasons, maybe 11 seasons, something like that. And they said that it was really great and had its run for about 7 or 8 years, and the ending kind of tailed off. And then I had no idea that they brought Frasier back.
Yeah, they brought it back
yeah.
recently.
And it got slapped around as far as the critics
Oh,
go.
really? I haven't
Oh,
seen it.
man.
Well, what's his face isn't
People were
back
like,
with it.
what is this garbage? This
Yeah,
was
but
such
they
a
didn't-
sad
Niles?
attempt.
Niles, he's not back in the new one, I don't think.
Yeah, and he was in a new city. It was a totally different show.
Yeah, the dad's.
They didn't bring it
Totally
back. It was like he was going back with his son that he had with Lilith and
Yes.
Cheers in
Yeah.
the new city. It was like a whole new show. Basically, like Kelsey Grammer's like reconnecting with his son. So they didn't bring it back in its original form.
Right, but it's called Frasier, and it's
Oh, yeah.
whatever. And they said, all the reviews that were slapping it were just saying, did they forget the writers? Because there's no writing here, which is a bummer. So I wonder if they're bringing this kind of thing back, if they're going to try to avoid
only
any
4
of this sort of.
It's only 4 episodes, so it's not. It's
And
not
it's
going to be a
super
recurring.
slapstick.
So it's like
gonna
El
be on
Camino,
again.
or what was that thing? The Breaking Bad.
El Camino.
Yeah, the closure.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Did you watch that?
I did. It was
Dude,
fun.
Bryan Cranston was awesome in Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah. Have you
He's the dad. He's so funny. Like, that's where I know him from. Like, before Breaking Bad, I was like, that kind of threw me off when he was in Breaking Bad. 'Cause
He
I
was the
like,
dentist
wait,
in
dad?
Seinfeld.
The dentist in Seinfeld. Then he was Hal, who I think was low-key the funniest character in Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, for sure.
And because he was just he was a real dad. He really played a good dad.
He was
like,
anti-dentite.
What your dad was really like. And
I think they said he got the role in Breaking Bad because he was in an episode of the X-Files that Vince Gilligan
Oh, no way.
was involved
Whoa.
with. I think that was the story I heard. Well, anyway, there's no word on whether Malcolm in the Middle when it's going to come out, but it's going to be on Disney Plus.
I
Okay.
can't imagine anybody else in that cast is too busy. If Cranston's back,
Who else is in the cast besides?
Well, the mom,
I don't know who that is though.
Frankie
she's
Muniz,
back.
is a NASCAR driver now.
Oh, yeah, I know he's racing.
The other sons.
Yeah. So tell me the thing. It's a family. It's him.
Beat up by his
It's
girlfriend.
obviously if he's in the middle, there's an older brother and a younger brother.
Right.
And are those kids back?
They're not. They didn't say.
Are they famous? Are they do?
No.
Do we know them? Okay.
Christopher Masterson.
One of them is a Masterson,
Yeah.
And the mom you don't have a name for.
Jane Kaczmarek.
Do I know her from anything?
She's back.
She's back. Yes.
She's one of those faces you definitely know. She's
back.
She's been
Okay.
around for a long time.
And finally, as far as news when we were gone, math dyslexia. It's a thing. It's called dyscalculia. And
He's scary.
Larry Mullen Jr., drummer for U2, is math dyslexic. And he says, I've always known that there's something not particularly right with the way that I deal with numbers. I'm numerically challenged. I can't count, and I can't add. And that's the guy that keeps count as a drummer.
That's awesome.
He says, that explains why I often look miserable behind the kit. He says, I'm pained because I'm trying to count the bars. I had to find ways of doing this, and counting bars is like climbing Everest.
Wow. Hey, what's going on with him? Is this recent? You talked about this recently?
Yeah.
Is he back? Is he playing again?
I thought he was playing with the band again. I thought he had like surgery on his.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, when I saw him, they had a kid in there. The younger dude. I don't know who that was. Some other guy. So
I think that was a surgery thing. This is just, I can't count, and I'm a drummer.
Well,
I'm a drummer for one of the biggest bands in the world. I can't count.
When he was out, I didn't remember that it was a surgery thing. I didn't know if that was announced at the time.
3, 2, 7, 12.
Ah, man.
Dude,
Like, what?
That's so funny,
Hold
man.
on, man.
There is a song that starts off and Bono says, 1, 2, 3, 14, which means 1, 2, 3, 14. And I always thought,
Yeah, that's Vertigo.
What?
Yeah.
Vertigo. Hey,
2U is a great band.
a show that we all watched while we were away was a documentary on Netflix called The Kings of Tupelo. The Kings of Tupelo, a Southern crime drama. Here's the trailer.
Police say their investigation began from an anonymous tip.
I told the FBI, we have a strange individual. I had the most controversial story in the entire state of Mississippi and possibly the entire country. My mama raised me on Jesus, Elvis, and cornbread, and yes, in that order.
Yeah, that's all you really need to know.
Dude,
yeah.
first of all, they're sneaky telling you this is a drama. This is not a drama. This is the funniest comedy of 2024.
It's an unintentional comedy.
It is the most unintentional, funniest thing you will ever see. My favorite part of the entire thing, I even rewatched it 3 times because the timing is so good. The editors are so funny.
Yeah.
This guy says, and I went home and I told my wife that there was a head and body parts in this thing. And then it goes to the wife and she goes, and I told him, I said, you can't tell anybody about this. And then it goes back to him and he goes, and I went back to work the next day and I told everybody. The way that it was delivered was just the funniest thing. I realized, oh my God, this is going to be a spectacular show.
Tupelo, Mississippi is the birthplace of Elvis.
Correct.
And that's pretty much all they got going for it. And this is the story of a guy who's an Elvis impersonator who is wrapped up in, and I remember when this happened, wrapped up in a whole thing about sending ricin, which is a poison, to the president.
Yeah.
And they arrested this Elvis impersonator from Tupelo. And it's about him, and it's about Tupelo, and it's about all these Elvis impersonators. This guy's in an Elvis cover band with his brother.
They're both Elvises.
They're both Elvises.
Oh, yeah, he's so jealous.
Called Double Trouble.
Double Trouble. Came up with the idea because Elvis had a twin that he ate in the womb. That he was like, that was my favorite part. He goes, and I came up with it, man. I was like, Elvis had a brother and he ate him. What if he never ate his brother? What if his brother was born and there were 2 Elvises? Wouldn't that world be cool? That's how he came up with the idea for him and his brother. His brother kind of was like successful, and
the brother was a lawyer?
No.
his brother had an insurance agent.
He
already had his own thing going on.
He was the Elvis impersonating insurance agent.
Yeah. In all of his commercials. He was.
This Kevin, what's his name? Kevin what?
I forgot what his
I'm
name is.
KC, and I approve this message. He's writing a script for Hollywood, starring himself, and it's insane. And he's like living in a mobile home with a hot tub and a pool.
Which
like,
is
I'm talking
awesome.
like an
This
Airstream
maps-
trailer, but he's got a hot tub and a pool.
But then one of his episodes is after all of his conspiracy theory things, he gets in basically just a grudge with one guy after the other after the other. And
Oh,
they're
yeah.
just grudging on each
Well,
other.
just
on
the whole town of
Facebook.
Tupelo is weird.
It says a small town feud, an internet conspiracy, and an assassination attempt on the president. Welcome to Mississippi, where this jaw-dropping story spirals from local drama to a national scandal. Buckle up for a wild ride.
Paul
This
Kevin
isn't
Curtis.
fiction. It's Tupelo.
Yeah.
So 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
really, really
Need to
good.
watch.
Yeah.
Paul
the first
Kevin
5
Curtis.
minutes, the Taekwondo guy talking. Not the one that got, just the guy that's still teaching Taekwondo. Is like,
Punch him in the throat, get him in the eyes.
this is real talk, brother. These hands are registered weapons. Like, he's not joking. He thinks he's Rex Kwando, and it is like, it's just amazing. It's amazing from start to finish.
Every single person that they talk to from this town.
Yeah.
This dude's wife banged everybody, by the way.
Yeah, everybody.
I'll give that little spoiler away.
Yeah.
By the end of the I'm like, I see why this guy's a conspiracy theorist. Like,
Yeah.
everyone is banging his wife.
Yeah.
Every single person in this town.
Including his brother.
Gosh, man.
Including his brother.
Yeah, everybody that they interview, everyone in this town
Banged his wife.
is being as serious as possible, and they're all the funniest people of the
They
year.
are hilarious.
And they all banged his wife.
I told you guys, and Scott said it earlier. I'm like, I feel like I'm watching a Coen Brothers movie. It feels fake. It's real, but it feels like you're watching a documentary that's fake that the Coen Brothers made.
And
so
they have
funny.
Danny McBride as
It's
the lead.
a quick watch, too. I think it's three or four
episodes.
episodes, 45
Yeah,
minutes.
It's great.
I said that
It's
same
great.
thing to my
Moves
wife.
fast.
I was like, this seems like a Coen Brothers thing where I'm not 100% sure it's real. Like,
But it is.
I know. I had to actually review it and research it, and I was like, wait, am I getting Blair Witched here? Am I getting Coen Brothered?
And sending Rison to the president, like the 9th or 10th craziest thing in this documentary.
Oh, yeah, that's not
right.
even the story. You'd think that's the story.
That's
That
not
has
the
nothing to
story.
do with
Not.
anything, really.
I was
Really not.
I was also impressed just with the way they shot it, the colors, like everything. It was really well
Yeah, the editors
made.
deserve an Emmy.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Incredible.
Report back to us.
It's excellent.
It's Kings of Tupelo on Netflix. All right,
I'll do one better for you guys. Watch the Chiefsaholic documentary on Amazon.
that's next. I got to get through Squid Game.
Oh, that's the wolf?
Yeah, they got a wolf doc out, and it's
I hope it's these people.
Oh no.
it's so wild. It's so wild. Like the way that this guy got away with it. Dumb guy, super dumb guy, just a big dumb.
Yeah,
exactly who you
dumb
think
idiot.
he'd be, but somehow was just
a big dope.
Just
getting
doing it.
away with this for so long.
know.
It's
Do it.
wild, dude. And it
gotta
goes
watch
so far beyond. He was living in his car, peeing in bags. His mom and brother also lived in their car. It's nuts, dude. Like
The
it's
Wolf and Chiefs Club.
Wolf and Chiefs Club.
I'm 4 episodes into Squid Game 2.
Oh, yeah, I tried that. I couldn't sleep last night. Wait, you're talking about season 1?
No, Squid Game 2.
Oh, yeah, okay.
New season.
I started it too. It doesn't have the same feel so far.
But better than I thought.
Oh, yeah? I haven't
Started
gone
off a little
far.
slow, I'll be honest with you.
I
Couldn't
told
sleep.
Riz that it did start a little slow. Tina wanted to put it on, and I was like, this is like, you can't make The Sixth Sense Part 2. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
certain things that once the reveal has happened, you can't duplicate it.
But the fact
You
that
can't
they're
do
going for
True
it,
Detective Season 2. It's never going to be good.
the fact they're going for it, though, is worth
It's all right. I'm entertained.
worthy of a go.
By end of episode 2, I was like, it's better than I thought it would be.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's give it a shot.
Don't know if it'll capture the magic of season 1, but really, really good.
There's going to be 3 seasons. So they do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, season 2, and then I think they filmed season 3 already. So
Hey, man, TV is so dope. Severance is coming in
Great.
a couple weeks. That Dune Prophecy, I don't know if y'all are nerds, but I really enjoyed that.
I haven't seen that one yet. That's on.
now I got to watch Chiefsaholic now.
Hey, an old boy got Max. He's going to catch up on Game of
at
Thrones
you.
and House of Dragon.
You got a
Look
lot
at you.
to watch.
Listen, we got to do Crap on Celebrities. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
All right, y'all. YouTube superstar Mr. Beast officially off the market. The content creator revealed his engagement to fellow YouTuber Thea Booysen, Booysen on Instagram on Wednesday, sharing heartwarming photos from a Christmas Day proposal. In the pictures, Mr. Beast is kneeling and presenting Thea, his girlfriend of more than 2 years, with a dazzling
The size of
diamond
that
ring.
rock.
Yeah, pretty crazy. The couple sported matching festive sweaters, surrounded by family, including Thea's relatives who flew in from South Africa for the occasion. The first time they met, I guess, was in 2022 during Mr. Beast's visit to South Africa, where they bonded instantly over shared passions, which I presume are YouTube subscribers.
I've been watching his new thing too, Beast
on
Games.
Amazon?
Yeah, the kids are into that.
I've heard it's.
And
It's all right.
Yeah, the kids in my family they were all excited about it.
it's a family friendly?
Yeah. It's a family. It's Squid Game.
I was going to say family friendly Squid Game on
It's
Amazon.
Squid Game, and he gives away a lot of money. It's all right. It's on every Thursday, so a new episode tonight. The guy
good.
does give away a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's pretty creative. I'm entertained.
Speaking of entertained, Diplo delivered a surprise confession on CNN's New Year's Eve Live 2025. You guys watch any of these things?
Dude, it was insane.
I watched the Fox one because they had like
Who's on that?
Michael Yo was the host.
Oh, get out of here. Good for him.
Yeah.
That's a great
Our buddy
gig.
Michael Yo.
Yeah.
And he kept me on. I was like, oh, Michael Yo's on. I know him. I know him.
Yeah, nice dude. Great gig.
It had like the Spin Doctors.
Spin Doctors.
Like all music, like
They're trying to get us.
our era music.
Yeah.
Foreigner. It was great.
Dude, the
Like-
CNN one was insane because they let him drink again this year. Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper got annihilated. Andy Cohen was so hammered by the end of it. He was just saying wild stuff. He was like roasting the mayor of New York. And he's like, I saw him creeping around looking under. I guess he's looking for a pardon because he's getting indicted. He was like spilling the tea on people and just being, it was nuts, man.
Well, so Andy curiously asked Diplo one of the most unexpected things ever and said, hey, what's the most unexpected place that you've done LSD? And Diplo laughed and said, right now. The shocking response had Anderson then, of course, laughing uncontrollably, which everybody tunes in for because his laugh is ridiculous. And
Yeah, he
pretty
laughs
awesome.
like he giggles.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Diplo later clarified that it was just a light trip, quote, taken in a helicopter en route to his performance at Avalon Hollywood. Andy praised Diplo's openness, saying, I wish I was Diplo. He just lives such a cool life. So, tripping on LSD on TV.
I turned on, I think CBS had, they were in Nashville. And basically every huge country artist was on the Nashville New Year's.
They had to have been better than last year. Last year, we as a family tried to tune into a couple different ones, and they were all total trash, unentertaining garbage. One was an hour off. It was just the worst. I thought we had lost the plot with all these things, but it's good to hear that some of them were good.
Yeah, the Fox one was good.
Hey, get this. Alabama Barker, that's the daughter of Travis Barker, experienced a health scare after quitting vaping cold turkey. Just decided to let go of the vaping. Well, then the 19-year-old aspiring rapper called 911 after feeling unwell and was actually rushed to an L.A. hospital where doctors confirmed that she was suffering severe nicotine withdrawal. Sources say that she had been advised to quit vaping to protect her voice as she focuses on her music career. Though the incident's timing relative to her December 24 birthday is unclear, she has yet to comment publicly, but yeah, full-on nicotine withdrawal. Earlier this month, she dropped her debut rap music video, Vogue, featuring her stepmom, Kourtney Kardashian.
Here's a little bit of Alabama Barker. If you want to hear it, this is Travis Barker's kid. Okay. That's
Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt have finally reached a divorce settlement. Yes, they were not divorced, ending an 8-year legal battle since their 2016 split. Jolie's lawyers confirmed the agreement, expressing relief that this chapter is over. The ex-couple, who share 6 children, are still embroiled in a lawsuit over that winery that we've talked about a few times, Miraval. Of course, a source close to Pitt shared that he's grateful to start 2025 with a clean slate, describing the settlement as, quote, a perfect way to ring in the new year. To celebrate the new year, Apple TV Plus is offering free access from January 3rd to the 5th. The promotion available on all supported devices, including hit shows like Severance and Shrinking. This marks Apple TV Plus is their first free weekend event ever. So if you're looking to get in this weekend.
Shrinking is a good show.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's Harrison Ford and Jason Segel.
Yeah,
I love them both, but
you didn't like it? I liked it.
I never saw it. It just didn't. It kind of looked like looks
It's
predictable.
okay.
I don't know.
There's something about it that I don't like.
Yeah.
I can't
Is
tell
it
you what it
predictable?
is.
I don't know. Is it the second season out already?
Yeah,
First
maybe.
season was great. I
I
liked
didn't
it.
know it got a second one. That's good.
Jolt Cola, the iconic high caffeine soda of the 80s and 90s. You guys remember Jolt?
oh
sure
yeah,
do.
that was cool.
Well, this time as an energy drink. Relaunching in 2025, the revamped Jolt packs 200 milligrams of caffeine per 16-ounce cans, more than double its original formula, and it looks like they are going to be throwing some celebrity endorsements after that.
Jolt Cola back, huh?
Greg Gumbel, trailblazing sportscaster, 50-year career, passed away at 78 after a battle with cancer. His family announced his death, praising his courage and positivity. Gumbel was known for calling 2 Super Bowls, hosting the NCAA March Madness for CBS Sports. He became the first black broadcaster to call a major U.S. championship game. He leaves behind a legacy of broadcasting. As a broadcasting pioneer, he's survived by his wife and his daughter. Fans are going to...
Yeah, that's sad. So Greg Gumbel passed away.
It's well.
I think during the NCAA tournament of last year, they had made mention of, Greg Gumbel, who's a mainstay on there. They had made mention that he's dealing with some family issues, and I guess it was because he was very sick.
Dang. Bummer. So fans are going to have to wait. We talked, I guess it was last month, about The Batman 2 and when that was going to come out. Everybody has to wait till October 1st, 2027 now, for the highly anticipated sequel to The Batman. Originally set for 2026, the delay allows director Matt Reeves to perfect the script, they say. In the meantime, an untitled Tom Cruise film directed by Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Common spelling, okay. Yeah. He's going to take over the October 26th release slot there. Keanu Reeves he had a whole bunch of stolen watches, and we're talking about some valuable things, including a $9,000 Rolex and all that, inscribed with a thank you message referencing John Wick 4. They have been recovered in Chile, the country of Chile. Oh, the watches stolen in 2023 were found during police raids in Santiago. Authorities confirmed ownership using the inscription, part of a gift that Reeves gave his stunt crew during filming. They got it all back, but that was gone for a couple of years there.
How much time do you get for that?
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Justin Baldini is suing the New York Times for $250 million, claiming the outlet misrepresented events in its article, accusing him of orchestrating a smear campaign against his It Ends With Us co-star Blake Lively. Have you guys kept up on this story?
Yeah, so basically she said that she was sexually harassed and all this stuff during the filming of that movie. The New York Times did a big article on it.
Big article, very explosive.
And he's like, nope, none of this is true. So now he's suing the New York Times.
The piece highlighted sexual harassment allegations that Lively made against Baldoni, who directed and starred in the film. And now he accuses the Times of libel, invasion of privacy, and manipulating facts to mislead readers. Baldoni is joined by 9 other plaintiffs, including publicist Melissa Nathan and Jennifer Abel, who argue that the article unfairly portrayed Lively as a victim while ignoring evidence suggesting she led a smear campaign to gain control over the movie, over the project. The lawsuit also claims Lively's PR team planted negative stories about Baldoni and alleges her husband, Ryan Reynolds, pressured Baldoni's agent to drop him over unrelated accusations. The plaintiffs argue that the Times relied heavily on Live's unverified narrative, overlooking contradictory evidence. So that's going to get worse before it gets better. And then finally, Jocelyn Wildenstein, the New York socialite known as the Catwoman, has died at 84. You guys know?
Yeah,
you guys know her.
She's been around forever. You always see the pictures of back in the 60s or whatever, and through the years of her changing her look and everything.
She's a billionaire, or she was. Yeah. She lost all her money,
and she's one that claims she never had plastic surgery, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But she's usually the example if you put in
bad plastic surgery
things or plastic surgery. She's kind of the face, unfortunately, for it. So her partner, Lloyd Klein, confirmed that she passed away on Tuesday in a Parisian palace due to a pulmonary embolism. Was it Wildenstein?
Wildenstein, yeah.
Wildenstein gained fame in the late 90s for her distinctive appearance and high-profile divorce from billionaire art collector Alec Wildenstein, who left her a $2.5 billion settlement.
Golly.
She was born Jocelyn Perisset in Switzerland. She married Alec in 1978, and despite her immense fortune, she filed for bankruptcy in 2018.
She blew through it,
stating that her only income was now Social Security and she relied on friends and family to help with expenses. In February, Wildenstein denied ever having plastic surgery, and she told a newspaper, quote, "I haven't had plastic surgery. I don't like the idea of something heavy or unnatural." So she passed away at 84. And that is your crap on celebrities.
All right, celebrity celebrating a birthday today. San Diego Padres right fielder Fernando Tatis Jr. is 26. Actor Dax Shepard is 50. Taye Diggs, 54. Model Chrissy Turlington is 56. Cuba Gooding Jr. is 57. And from Wayne's World, Tia Carrera is 58 years old.
Tia Carrera.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Flower Tucci. And today's birthday girl has been in 709 fine films, including T for Tushy, Alpha Female Face Sitters, Ass for Days 1, Asses of Face Destruction 5, 6, and 7, Battle of the Booties, Blame It on Daddy 2, Scott's favorite, Finding Tushyland.
It's a great story.
It's Raining Tushy Girls. Ready, Wet, Go 3. The Wet Duet, and who can forget her? Who can forget her role in 2003's Jamaican Me Horny? Flower Tucci, happy birthday, 47 years old. That's your corner birthday. Those are crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, so you mentioned Jocelyn Wildenstein just died.
Mm-hmm.
So she would be a 2025 death. Who died in 2024?
Wow.
Let's see if you've been paying attention. So after the break,
We've really found out, by the way, that we're bad at this. We are personally very bad. You remember we were talking about this a couple months ago?
Oh yeah, well,
we were talking about it over the Christmas break. Are we losing sense of time? Did 2020 just botch us that much?
well, let's see how you do in this. All right, we'll do a contest. It's called "Did They Die in 2024?" We'll put it up for listeners. And you'll get a Moon Lifeline. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Rafe is going to read you a name. You tell us. Simple. Did they die in 2024? Yes or no? That's it. 2 out of 3 right. You win your choice of prizes. We got tickets to go see Disturbed with 3 Days Grace and Seven Dust March 2nd over at Enterprise. We got tickets to go see Ghost July 30th at Enterprise. We got tickets to go see Palais Royale February 16th over at the Pageant, and tickets to go see Big Head Todd the Monsters coming up in 2 weeks, Friday night, January 17th over at the Pageant. So did they die in 2024? 2 out of 3 right, you win. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. We'll play next. All right, welcome back to the Riz Show. First show of 2025. Lauren will be back on Monday. Going to play a contest here in a second called Did They Die in 2024? Simple. Rafe will give you a name. You tell us, did they die last year? That's it.
Pretty easy.
Pretty easy. 2 out of 3 right, you win. But before we do that, so Apple came out with their annual list of the most downloaded apps in the U.S. through their App Store. So what are, and I have a list of the top 10 most downloaded free apps according to Apple.
Does this include social media?
Yep. These are the most downloaded free apps in the App Store in 2024. I can guarantee you none of you will guess number 1.
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp is number 7.
Instagram.
Instagram is number 6.
The Catholic prayer one?
No.
Facebook.
Facebook did not make the top 10.
TikTok.
TikTok's number 3.
Timu.
Timu is number 1.
Dang. After the guarantee. He gave us a guarantee.
I guaranteed it, and you beat me, Scott.
I don't know.
Timu, the shopping app.
I think it's Temu.
Temu.
Like we all say Timu, but remember on the Super Bowl ad, and
Temu.
Everybody at the same time went, "Oh, it's Temu."
So last year, the most downloaded app in the U.S. Apple Store was Temu. That's the stuff where you get garbage. I mean, some of the stuff is so cheap and crappy, and
It's incredible. You could buy a blanket, and it's about foot by foot. Whenever they send it, it's a little square.
I guess if you, I mean, has anybody gotten anything off there?
I'm sure my daughter has.
I can't make myself do it. I got a comedian buddy that's addicted to TV.
My father-in-law is addicted.
He wants points. He's always like, "Hey man, just go. You don't have to buy anything. Send me links." It's like, but if you go to this link, I get points to buy stuff off Temu, man. Just follow this link. You don't have to put anything in.
Some people swear by like it's like cheap stuff, and hey, instead of spending $150, you get the same thing for $4.
Yeah,
there's a reason.
Wow,
it's made.
It's a knockoff.
Well, I will
say, it's a knockoff. It's garbage.
The only thing I did buy off of that was these lanterns I was trying to get for the aesthetics of my downstairs. I'm trying to make an Old West theme, so it looks like an old, the oil candles. And they look so cool in the picture stuff. And then when they send them, I kid you not, they're about this big. Like, they're so tiny.
There's a reason why they're like $2.
It's so annoying.
Normally, they'd be $200. I got them on Temu for $2 for a reason.
Yeah.
So that was the number 1 most downloaded app. So you got that. Any other guesses?
Is there any game ones?
2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10 you're missing.
Fortnite?
No games. No games.
Okay.
Free apps.
Free app.
Amazon.
Oh, that's a good one.
No.
Spotify?
No.
Oh, that's not free.
No. Threads was number 2.
Okay.
Chat GPT was number 4.
Oh.
Google was number 5. CapCut, which I guess is the
video thing.
video editor, was
TikTok
number 8.
owns that.
YouTube was number 9, and Gmail was number 10.
Wow.
And those were the most
job,
downloaded apps in the U.S. Apple Store in 2024. Let's give away some stuff. All right, we're playing Did They Die in 2024? And we've got Disturbed tickets, we've got Ghost tickets, we got Palais Royale tickets, and we got tickets to go see Big Head Todd and the Monsters. So, Rafe will read you a name. You tell us, did they die in 2024? You have Moon as a lifeline if you need him.
Is this a 1 for 1 or 2 out of 3?
2 out of 3 right, you win.
Okay.
All right, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Let's go to Austin in Jonesburg. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning.
Happy New Year, Austin.
Happy New Year.
Did you have a good break? Did you have a break?
Yes, I did.
Okay, great. Do anything special, fun?
Rung a bell.
Rung a bell. All right. What kind of bell?
Like a big Liberty Bell style bell.
All right. Great.
Nice.
Very exciting. All right, Austin, here we go. Did they die in 2024? 23 right, you win. Here we go.
All right, Austin, welcome to Did They Die? I'm your host, Rafe Williams. Did they die? Quincy Jones.
No.
Quincy Jones, yes, did die in 2024. He died on November 2nd. Now, this is specifically, did they die in 2024?
Did they die in 2024?
Okay, Quincy Jones, yes, did die.
Oh, that's right.
Year.
Did they die last year?
0 for 1. Next.
0 for 1. Did they die last year? Suzanne Summers.
Let me have some Moon help.
Moon.
You know, I feel
Thigh
like,
Master, Three's Company, Suzanne Summers.
I feel like it was recent, but I'm going to say that it was before 2024. Oh, that feels bad too. But I'm going to say no, she did not die in 2024.
Yes.
You are correct, sir.
Died in 2023.
23.
All right, it's up to you now, Austin. You're on your own.
Austin. Did they die in 2024? Smash Mouth lead singer Steve Harwell.
Yes.
And we say goodbye, Austin. Steve Harwell died in 2023.
That's right, 2023. Steve Harwell gave up
living. Yes.
living.
Gave up the ghost.
Abby, hello.
Hello.
All right, Abby. Happy New Year. Did they die in 2024? Here we go.
Abby, did this person die in 2024? Coolio.
Oh, yes.
Did Coolio die in 2024? No. Coolio died in 2022. Next.
Do not know this was a Coolio.
Yep. He went to Gangster's Paradise a few years ago. Did they die in 2024? Pete Rose.
Yes.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Pete Rose died September 29th, 2024.
All right, it
And
comes down to this.
crazy, he bet that he would die that day.
Yep.
Won a huge amount of money.
One big.
Yeah, we won big. Did they die in 2024? Donald Sutherland.
No.
Donald Sutherland.
Are you locking in? That was a very unsure no. Are you locking that no in? You do have a lifeline.
Let me use that lifeline.
All right, using Moon as a lifeline.
God.
Donald Sutherland, President Snow from Hunger Games.
Moon.
Father of Kiefer.
Yeah, I feel like if it was in the beginning of the year because it was a while back. I'm going to take the bet though and say yes, he did die in 2024. Show me the bell.
Donald Sutherland, yes, did die.
You used your lifeline wisely. Donald Sutherland died June 19th.
June.
19. All right,
No, it
Abby,
seems
congrats.
I knew it had a J in it.
January.
All right, Tyler, hello.
Hey, Happy New Year, guys.
Thanks,
yeah,
buddy,
man,
you
back
too.
at you.
All right, Tyler, did they die in 2024?
Tyler, did this guy die in 2024? Chantix spokesman Ray Liotta.
No.
Correct.
You're correct.
Died in 2022.
Chantix. Stop smoking, pussies. That's pretty much his commercial.
That was it.
That was pretty much the Chantix commercial he did. Did this person die in 2024? Friends star Matthew Perry.
Yes.
No, he did not die in 2024.
no
He died in
way.
2023.
No
2023.
way. All of us would have got that wrong.
Yeah, I think we're still talking about his case so much in 2024.
He died. Oh, did you say the F word?
Of course
I
not.
said, ah.
Oh,
That sounded different.
sounded like the F word to me.
Wasn't FCC.
All right, finally.
Finally, good luck on this one. Is this person dead in 2024? Gene Hackman.
Got a lifeline it?
Oh, gosh.
Lifeline. Move.
Did this person die in 2024?
Gene Hackman.
Hackman.
Okay, here's my logic. With the Matthew Perry thing, you're right. We're still talking about it because there was investigations and all that, and it was so sudden and all that. Gene Hackman, we've been looking at pictures looking like the Crypt Keeper for quite some time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like he's still kind of on top of mind because he had to have died in 2024. Show me the bell, 2024. Oh, man, I'm so sorry.
No, Gene Hackman's still alive.
Gene Hackman is not dead. Gene
You're
Hackman
killing me,
is the
dude.
Crypt Keeper still.
Gene Hackman is still alive.
You made a fool of me.
I thought you would have gotten that easily.
You
I know. I was kind of
jerks.
bummed when he went to the. I was like, he was going to get this.
You
That's
friggin'
great.
turds. You're telling
Love
me
it.
he's still alive?
He's still alive, Gene
Made me
Hackman.
say that on air?
He's old.
That was for the bit. I'm just kidding. I know
His
he was
morning
alive.
coffee every day.
All right.
In Arizona.
Jason in Columbia. Jason, hello.
Oh, I feel bad.
Hello, how's it going, guys?
Doing well. All right, Jason. Did they die in 2024?
Jason, did this person die in 2024? James Earl Jones.
Yes.
Yes, he did. Yes. James Earl Jones died. Next.
Sorry.
Turn your radio down.
Turn your radio down, bro.
Oh, sorry, there you go.
All right. I feel like I was in the Matrix for a second. All right. Did this person die in 2024? 1/5 of the Jackson 5, Tito Jackson.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he
Easy
did.
as that. Okay. Hang on.
Tito, September 14th, we lost Tito.
The Jackson 5, or what's left, I think they just call them the Jacksons, they were on Fox's New Year's celebration.
They were?
Sounded great.
Really?
George Thorogood was on also on Channel 2.
Tight.
Tight indeed. All right, Bobby in Manchester. Bobby.
Good morning, fellas. Happy New Year.
Thanks, buddy.
Morning,
You too.
Bobby.
All right, Bobby. Did they die in 2024?
Bobby, did this person die in 2024? Richard Simmons.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. July 12th. He's sweating to the oldies up in heaven. Did this person die in 2024? Jimmy Buffett.
I think that was last year, so no.
Jimmy Buffett died in 2023.
You're right.
Another winner. Hang on. Okay. Can't fool him. Kevin, hello.
He was on it.
Hey, good morning. Happy New Year. Good.
Thanks, buddy. You too.
Back
Happy
at
New
you.
Year. Kevin, did they die in 2024?
Kevin, did this person die in 2024? Paul Rubens, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman died before 2024. I'm going to go no.
Nice.
That's correct.
2023. Next.
Did this person die in 2024? Tina Turner.
Ooh. I'm going to go no. That was before 2024.
The winner.
Was it really?
2023.
I'd have said 2024.
Hang on.
She was one that passed away in some Swiss mansion or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Good for her.
All right. Who's up next here?
You done messed up, Aaron!
I hope not. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
All right, Aaron. Here we go. Did they die in 2024?
Did they die in 2024? A.A. Ron. Toby Keith.
Definitely.
Tobias Ichabod Keith.
You said definitely yes?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Okay. Did this person die in 2024? The Iron Sheik.
No, he's still alive.
Well, yes, you are correct. He did not die in 2024.
It was like 2020.
He died in 2023. He is
definitely
dead,
not
but
still
he
Okay,
is not
wow.
still alive. All right, Aaron, hang on.
Yeah, they only make you look like a fool if it's my turn and one of my heroes, Gene.
Rich. Hello, Rich.
Happy New Year, guys, and happy birthday, Riz.
Happy New Year, Rich. All right, here we go.
Rich, did this person die in 2024? Infomercial pioneer. Set it and forget it. Ron Popeil.
No.
Correct.
That's correct.
Eagle call. Eagle call for Ron Popeil. He died in 2021.
2021, and he's actually almost ready to come out of the food dehydrator as Ron Popeil jerky right now.
All right, next.
They set his coffin and forgot it. Is this person still? Is this person dead in 2024? Frankie Valli.
Yes.
Nope, Frankie Valley's
he's
still alive.
alive.
Yeah.
Still
I had
alive.
that one.
Still
Frankie
doing
Valli.
animatronic showbiz pizza shows where he is not even close to lip syncing correctly.
It's bad. He's not looking.
And finally, and you do have a lifeline if you choose to use it. Is this person dead in 2024? The Super Size Me guy, Morgan Spurlock.
Let's go with Moon.
I know he passed, and I know it was sad, and I want to say it was 2022 or 3, not 24. Show me no.
He died on May 22nd.
2023,
2024.
Right? Guys,
2024.
just don't go with me. I'm batting 50. I'm batting 500.
All right, final contestant. Let's go to John.
Is actually dead.
Hello, John.
Huh?
Hello.
Huh?
Hello?
Hey, John.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Happy birthday, Riz.
Thank you.
John. All right, let's play. Did they die in 2024?
Good Lord, John.
That's my favorite.
Good Lord. Need me to come over and help you with your answering machine?
Oh man.
John, did this person die in 2024? Former Cardinal manager, Whitey Herzog.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Indeed, he did.
I knew that one.
Did this person die in 2024? Award-winning journalist, Barbara Walters. Babwa Wawa.
He did not.
She did not.
You're right.
Winner. She died in 2022.
You got it.
Happy to have helped.
Okay, well, you know what? I have a couple more on here. Let's finish out with Moon.
Do I get tickets?
Yes. You can go see Disturbed.
Oh,
Okay.
never mind. I don't want any of those.
Here we go.
I mean, it's going to be great. But
Did this person die?
busy.
Rapid fire 2024. I'm going to give you 7, and then I want you to say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes,
O.J.
sir.
Simpson.
Not a Jew.
O.J. Simpson, did he die in 2024?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
1 for 1.
Yes.
Apollo Creed / Carl Weathers.
Yes.
Yes.
Woo!
Dylan, you son of a bitch. John Madden.
No.
Correct.
Correct. Is he alive or dead?
Man, he's dead.
He's dead.
He did. He did.
He did.
2021.
Yeah.
William Shatner. There's something on the wing. Something.
Man, he's alive, right?
Bill Shatner is alive.
Yeah.
Shatner's alive.
5 for 5.
Buzz Aldrin. Astronaut Buzz Aldrin.
No, he passed in 23. No, he just
Still
has
alive.
Still alive.
Still alive.
Still alive.
Still buzzing.
Well, it was the other guy. It was the other guy.
90210's Shannon Doherty.
Man. Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Right.
And
July
finally,
12th.
I mean, not all right. You know, I feel bad saying
this will
that.
be 6 for 7 if you get it, I think. Sportscaster and brother of Bryant, Greg Gumbel.
Shoot, was it Wednesday? Was it after
Did
Wednesday?
he die in 2025 or 2024?
I'm going to say this is a trick question. Otherwise, it would have been in here. He died in 2025. I say no.
Sorry, it was 2020.
I just did the story.
He died in 2020. He died in 2024
I got to
on
start
December 27th.
absorbing details.
All right, you did okay. You did all right. I will take a break. We'll come back with some Riz Show news, including some local stories. You guys are country music fans.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Three of you are. I honestly, I really don't know much about country music.
Oh, we know.
Do you know about modern country music?
No, I don't. I don't know anything.
Getting closer to knowing.
It's hot, though. Country music's hot right now.
It is.
Thank God.
Maybe that'll be the game tomorrow.
What?
Is this a country music artist or not with Riz? And don't study.
Well, I do have.
Throw a lot of two first namers.
He'll be stumped.
So we do have,
Brian,
a country music
Michaels.
station, next door to us,
Yeah.
WIL 92.3. So, according to the company that tracks radio spins, who got the most airplay on country radio in 2024?
Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan. Wow.
So
Morgan
Morgan
Wallen.
Wallen, yes, was number one. Can you name the top 10, you think?
Casey
Jelly Roll.
Graves.
Jelly Roll is number 2.
Post Malone.
No, Casey probably fell out. Didn't
Laney Wilson.
she? Yeah, Laney would be up there.
So I heard a
Post Malone.
Casey Musgraves?
Casey Musgraves, no.
Okay, I thought she didn't have anything this year.
Post Malone, yes.
I said
number
Lainey
8.
Wilson.
Lainey Wilson, number 4.
We got Beyonce.
No.
One of the stadium country's not my forte, but what's the brothers? One of them's gay, the other one's not. I can't remember.
Dan and Shay.
I think they're just like it's just their
Say
last
Dan and
name.
Gay?
Dan and
It's
Shay.
like
Shay.
McClintock.
No.
It's like their last name.
No.
Is
We
it
got, we got Morgan Wallen 1,
any
Jelly
group-
Roll 2.
any groups, or is it just
The number
what's
3.
his name? It's
the
my
number,
niece wants to go to the show.
The number 3 guy had the most played country song of 2020.
And he has like the most normal name.
Brothers Osborne.
No.
Mike. What's his name?
what's the song?
Luke.
No. Well,
Zach Bryan.
Zach
Bryan?
No.
Is
Luke,
Brian
Luke-
involved in any way?
Yeah, there's a Luke.
Bryan.
What's
There's
his
too
name?
many god dang Brian's. First names, last names, middle
No,
names.
they're-
Just-
Brian.
you're going to be a country artist when you can't think of a name? We'll just put Brian in there and
Brian,
spell it with
Brian.
a Y,
No,
and,
no,
and
no.
we'll market it just fine.
Zion Brown.
Oh, you want to go by Todd? Well, that's fine. Todd Bryan. Oh,
Any
or
more
Brian
guesses?
Todd.
There's no Bryans on this.
Brian Todd
There's a
Bryan.
Luke.
There is a Luke.
What's his last name? I know it.
Combs.
Luke Combs,
Luke
number
Combs.
5.
Oh, that guy's
Chris
good.
Stapleton.
I like
Chris
him.
Stapleton, number 6.
Carrie Underwood.
No.
Should be Alan
Kerry
Jackson.
Bryan.
No.
Dwight Yoakam put out a new thing
No.
to post. Okay.
Can you give us
Jason Aldean.
No.
initials?
These are the top artists who had the most airplay
Is
in
it a
country radio
female?
in 2024. No more ladies left.
So no Molly. Okay.
Hardy.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
who I was thinking of.
Hardwell.
It's just one.
Wait.
All right, number 3 is, and this guy had the most played country song in 2024. A guy named Nate Smith,
Got me there, man.
and the song is "World on Fire." Does anybody know? I don't know.
How
the
am I
song.
supposed to remember that name if there's no Brian?
Nate
World
Smith.
Fire.
And the song "World on Fire" is the most played country song of the year. Anybody know this song?
Nah, man.
Sounds like it could be.
Here's what you got to do though. If you want to be in country music, instead of wearing a cowboy hat, you put a black ball cap on and you just grow a beard and look like a youth pastor, and there you are.
Nothing that's on.
I mean, that
radio.
sounds like CCM stuff from 2015.
Yeah.
Like we're just listening to youth group music.
All right,
at this
Cody
point.
Johnson was number 7.
Okay.
Dustin Lynch was number 9, and Kane Brown.
Kane Brown.
Kane
man.
Brown.
That's a big
Oh, he's
boy,
doing
too.
well. He was in here a couple of times when he was on his come up. Or
Kane Brown?
kind of before. Yeah, they would have him on.
That's crazy.
That's the guy that had
Isn't he
on,
like a country rap
on
guy?
WIL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yeah, 'cause he was-
when old boy was hitting with
Old boy?
yeah, you know,
What?
the young
When we first moved over here, he was here one of those.
yeah, that's what I mean.
That's right, because we met him.
When
I forgot
Miley
about
Cyrus, what's it? It's Billy Ray Cyrus. When Billy Ray Cyrus
William.
and that dude were doing that.
Lil Nas X?
Thank you, Lil Nas X. What was the
And
gosh
keep
dang
going
song?
with
I can't think.
guessing.
My brain is
Old Town Road,
farting
Old Town
so
Road.
hard.
Come on, man.
So when Old Town Road came
Come
up,
on.
listen, when that came over and broke into country music, and people were all pissed, like this ain't country, blah blah blah, and then it cracked. And they started kind of opening country music into everything. You know, all the beats and all that kind of crap started like really finding its way in. Kane Brown came in here and did like a performance in there, I think, and it was awesome.
So remember
really
out here in
good.
the hallway.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
the guy with the incredibly straight hairline?
Hang on, let's see.
He's a black dude, so he's
So
probably
it's
he's
nicely-
lined up.
Yeah.
He's lined. Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
yeah. That's the one. It was him, right?
Oh, yeah.
Him and somebody else came in because they were kind of like opening the format, if you will, and it was
Oh, okay. I know this guy. Not personally.
Wait, what's that say? What's the headline down there?
something about a roast.
Country fans roast Kane Brown for Nashville New Year's Eve performance. It's not gone well.
And they didn't like it, huh? Yeah, who's laughing now?
Ooh,
Kane Brown.
Kane
That's
Brown's
who.
laughing.
that's Charlie's brother.
All right, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
Okay, so if I were to ask you this question. On New Year's Day, what was the world's population? What is the population of planet Earth? Do you have any idea?
Top of my
Yes.
head.
Yeah, it's
is
9.1 billion.
It's a little over 8 billion.
Okay, so you say a little over 8 billion?
Okay, you're right. I think it is 8.6.
I think it's less. I think it's 7.6
A lot of skiing accidents.
7.6
million.
I remember when we cracked 8,
thinned
and they were
the herd.
and they were saying that we were going to crack 9 by.
That was pre-COVID.
Like 27.
Oh, it
28.
was.
I don't know, dude.
You're just throwing stuff out there.
I'm just throwing ignorance out into the world.
All right.
Top of the
I just
year.
already tweeted that, so I hope
All right,
it's
so
right.
on Monday, the U.S. Census Bureau released its estimate on the world population, saying it increased by more than 71 million people in 2024 and is now 8.09 billion people. 8.09 billion people.
I'm glad they
So
counted
the
that.
0.9% increase in 2024 was a slight slowdown from 2023 when the world population grew by 75 million. So in January of 2025, right now, 4.2 births and 2.0 deaths are expected worldwide every second. So 4.2 births, 2 deaths every second.
Golly.
The U.S. population grew by 2.6 million people in 2024, and it will be, this year, 341 million people. That's U.S. population. A man won a $2 million scratcher ticket after he let a Quick Trip employee pick which game to play, and that was here in St. Louis. And here's my question to you. So the guy was stopping for gas. This was a Quick Trip near the Hill on South Kings Highway.
Ooh, that could be my quick trip.
So he went to buy the ticket.
Dang.
He goes in, he goes, all right, let me take a $20 ticket. You pick it. The guy hits $2 million. How much do you give the employee?
Do you give 10% or?
$20 scratcher?
$20 scratcher. He let the employee, and this is on the Hill,
This is right by my.
the Quick Trip.
I bet this is the one I go to. This hurts my heart.
You could have been that guy.
Could have been that guy. $2 million hit.
$2 million hit. He let the clerk pick the ticket.
And then after,
How much would you give him?
Because after taxes, you're going to get 1.2.
You still get, I mean, you're going to get a decent chunk of money. It's a good return on your $20 investment.
It's like 10 or 20 G's nice.
And I don't know the answer, by the way.
Okay.
I don't know how much he gave or if he gave anything.
I think
You give a number or a percentage?
That's what yeah.
I'd give a percentage of the
Net.
take home.
Yeah, take
of the
home.
net.
What do you give him? 5% of
He's
net?
got 1.2 mil. I think,
Or nothing.
No.
Does he deserve anything?
Wait, 1.2 mil on gross?
No.
He won a $2 million scratcher.
Okay, so 1.2.
I'm assuming that's what he gets.
I don't know how much he's paying for taxes. Now, if you're the clerk, do you expect anything?
No.
So if you get one,
Yes. Yes, you do.
yeah, you do.
Yes, you do.
Heck yeah, he picked the numbers.
You
Wait,
wouldn't be upset if he didn't give you money?
Did the clerk?
It'd be fun if he did, but I mean,
Did the clerk actually pick the numbers, or did he pick
No, it
a
was a
random?
scratcher ticket. The guy said, here's the story again. The guy goes for gas. He goes into the Quick Trip, and he goes, I got $20 for a scratcher. You pick one. Moon, you're the clerk.
Oh, okay. I actually did that just before Christmas. For the
Moon,
kids.
you're the clerk. You go, I think this one's a winner. And you hand me the ticket, the $20 ticket. I hit $2 million.
Oh, you're getting 5% on that. 60 grand.
Okay.
That's 60 grand.
That's a lot.
That's a game changer.
That's a lot.
If you're getting 1.2 on the pull, and I give 5% to him,
I'm with you, but I'm
60
just
grand.
hearing you say it out loud. That's a lot of money.
But
That's a lot
but you
against 1.2 million. That's
But just say 5%. Like that. Just keep that in your head as you're writing the check. And be like, I wouldn't be here if this cat didn't pick that thing. His luck needs to be rewarded.
Now,
as well.
you as the clerk, you expecting something?
I think 20's the basement.
Damn right.
Damn right you are.
I think 20's the basement. 60 would be real good. And anything in between would be decent as well.
I mean, what else are you going to do?
See, it's 10 grand per million you won. I feel like that's decent.
I say 5%.
Somebody gave you 20 grand, you're not going to be mad about it.
I'm not going to be mad, but like 5% is like.
But if they came in and gave you like $500, that would piss me off. Do you know what I mean? It has to be an amount that's like, hell yeah, dude, that's a nice chunk of change.
Yeah.
20 grand is good.
You can't just come in and be like,
You
hey,
think
man,
20 grand is good?
$1,000 would probably piss me
I'd be
off.
super happy.
I think that's somewhat insulting.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, and here's
Really?
why. Because I'm thinking of percentages, and I'm just going like on business stuff. And when you have somebody that's a part of your team or something like that, like pretty much the minimum for anything that you're going to get, that's not like a standard 10 or 15 or 20% or something like that. It's usually a 5%, and 5% is like I can handle that. So
Here's my argument.
just doing the percentage of it, if 60 grand is 5%.
You're
I think I
right. In
deserve
theory,
60
you're right,
grand.
man. I'm with you.
But
in my heart.
$60,000 is a lot of
60
money.
grand's a lot of
You
money.
have 1.1 something million
But think about
dollars.
this.
Quit
Minus
crying.
60,000.
You are so
Maybe tax
Here's my
write-off.
argument, though, for you.
This is my year
Let's
to be
just
greedy,
say
by the
the
way.
average person, I'm assuming this is an average Tom, Dick, and Harry guy.
This is my year to be greedy.
You know, this is my year of greed. 2025 is the year of greed. As
You
opposed
said
to
that.
all the other
You were
years.
not joking when you said that.
That's my resolution, is
Yeah.
be more greedy.
Be more
this year.
greedy.
What was your argument? What were you saying?
I don't even remember. That's hilarious. That's the resolution. While he was all disheveled in his basement, Riz doesn't understand what resolutions are supposed to be positive. He's just like, 1, hate more people. Resolution 2, be greedier.
Yeah, he won $2 million, but the day before he made a resolution.
Resolution
This
3,
is my
start at
part.
least
I don't wanna
one
break-
rumor about a coworker.
I don't want to break my resolution so early.
Those are easier to keep, too.
60 grand is a minimum.
You're on to something, dude. The only guy to keep all his resolutions because they're all selfish and negative.
How do you give it to him before the taxes? So-
Gain 50 pounds.
Right? Like, how do you give it? You can't do that, I guess.
Here
huh?
was my argument, and then I'll make it quick.
What's tax on
It'd be
gift?
nice. Let's just say you're saying 1.2 mil, which I think you're probably in a ballpark.
That's what you said. I was just going with that.
I'm guessing.
I think you're probably right.
I'm probably somewhere. I think it'll be under 1.5, probably like 1.3 maybe.
Because it's over 40%, I think.
The average person is going to want to get out of debt. The average debt's probably somewhere 6 figures. Who knows? You know, whether it's a house, car, might be more than that. Might be a couple $100K. Pay the house off, pay the car off, maybe help your parents, help a couple people out. It'd be nice to put $1 million in the bank. It'd be nice to drop that $1 million check.
Yeah.
And if you take 60 grand out, now you're down, and you're only winning 1.2. Now you're down to what? $140,000, and you spend more than $140K to get square. You don't get to drop that $1 million in your bank account, and that would feel pretty good, man.
Oh, so you're going to screw this guy because you're feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That million is a nice even number.
Tell me it wouldn't feel good
you
to put
would-
to
well,
look at your bank statement and see $1 million in your bank
It
account
all
just for
feels
one
good.
day.
Anyway, okay,
I got
so-
$2 off of scratchers, and that felt good
I
because I,
don't
didn't
know-
have it before.
I don't know what happened. It does not say in any article I read on if this guy gave the clerk money or not. If anybody knows, please let us know.
Because
This is a local story.
Quick Trip gets paid, right?
Yeah,
Do
you
they
did.
get paid on the scratcher? I know if they get paid.
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
I think that any winnings above a certain amount, I could be maybe not on Scratcher. That's a good question, man. We should look that up.
Now,
I know on everything
mind
else you
you,
do.
5%.
Mind you, the company, like whoever owns the Quick Trip, will get the money.
Yeah.
Not the clerk.
Yes,
No.
that's what I mean. That's the hard sell.
Yeah, the clerk doesn't get nothing, man, and he was a big part of this.
He was
And
a
you
big- he
wouldn't
was a
have
very
anything,
integral part of this.
You wouldn't have anything without him or her.
And you pay for that
Cut him
expertise.
in. 5% is the base. It's not. It wasn't
think it's
yours. You know the 5% is the cost of doing business.
In other local news, a guy was stabbed during a carjacking in St. Louis's Midtown neighborhood on Monday afternoon. Now, this is a wild story, and I got questions. So, according to police, 51-year-old guy was at a stop sign around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, not night, 2 o'clock in the afternoon Monday. This is at North Leffingwell Avenue and Samuel Shepherd Drive, when whoever did the stabbing opened the driver's side door, forced the guy out of the car. The two fought a little bit, and the victim was stabbed in the abdomen. The suspect then drove off in the guy's super sweet 2014 Cadillac SUV. The stolen car was later found. The victim's in stable condition. Anybody with info is asked to call Crime Stoppers. Well, I mean, the guy opened up the guy's at a stop sign. The guy opened up the driver's side door. Aren't your doors locked normally?
Yeah, because you put them in drive, don't they? Most of the
So
newer stuff,
2014 Cadillac.
Maybe 2014 was pre-auto locks as far as... I think that's when a lot of those kind of things were starting to happen, but not in every
But if
car.
you're stopped at a stop sign, aren't you just driving off? If somebody opens up your door, aren't you just hitting the gas?
I mean, think about how fast somebody can do that, though, if you're not paying attention.
It says he opened the driver's side door and forced him out of the car.
But I'm just saying, like, if you
had a
stop at
gun,
a stop sign, maybe
It was a knife.
Maybe somebody's distracted, and all of a sudden, your door's open in a millisecond. I mean,
Okay, but then the guy's buckled in.
Well,
Who's to say
maybe it
he's
wasn't buckled in. It's another reason to buckle up.
Man.
Because if you are,
I don't know, man.
if somebody
I'd be
starts
breaking
yanking
the
me out this door, the first thing I'm going to do is hit that gas pedal.
That's what I would. That's
Yeah.
what I'd be doing, hitting that gas pedal. Yeah, man, something's story don't feel right.
Oh wait,
So
what are you
you-
saying?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, who can I ask that knows what you're
It's
saying?
2 o'clock in the afternoon in Midtown.
Oh, 2 o'clock in the
2
afternoon.
o'clock in the afternoon. In Midtown, suspect opens the driver's door, pulls the guy out of the car, and stabs him.
Yeah, there's something going on.
Rafe, you got more on the
No.
on the lotto?
Yeah, I did. I'll be honest with you, dude. I've been over here crunching the numbers.
'Cause I'd like your opinion on the stabbing story, too.
Yes.
Yeah. It would be, I did the math. You'd get 560,000 in taxes would be taken out of 2 million
Okay, so
in Missouri.
nice.
So you'd have
1.5 mil.
You'd have 1.4 and some change. So I'm willing to go up to 60.
Okay, all right.
60 is
Congratulations,
awesome.
getting 60.
Yeah, man, that would change a life. I mean, so would 10,000 or 20,000,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you were saying, for sure. All of our lives would be changed. But
Man.
it's 5%. It's 5% of this now millionaire, thanks to you.
Yeah.
Give that 60 grand.
Robert says he don't know the guy anything.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about being good people.
Yeah, why not? You got this money that wasn't there yesterday. It's here today.
We're
And
talking about doing right.
it's pretty fun.
Doing right by folk.
Yeah, I'd drop the guy. I'd give the guy a couple bucks.
Couple of, take him out for a sub
I'd take him
sandwich.
out for lunch. Nice lunch.
Oh, cool.
Buying
Yeah.
a pizza from Quick Trip.
Rafe, guy gets stabbed, Midtown.
Yeah.
Stops at a stop sign. Suspect pulls guy out of car. Opens driver's side door, pulls guy out of car.
Yeah.
Something weird about this.
Situational awareness, man.
Well,
I still-
aren't your car doors locked?
Automatically.
It's a 2014 Cadillac.
What was the temperature on Monday? Because were the windows down?
That's a good
Oh, good point. Good point, Scott. Good
Thank you.
point.
Because he could have stuck the knife right in, like right at his throat.
Man,
Yeah, don't most
situational
cars auto lock
awareness.
now when you drive?
That's what I would think. 2014 would.
Hey,
I
whoa,
think.
Scott's got a point. Maybe windows down, somebody comes in and puts a
Maybe,
knife to your
yeah,
throat.
maybe,
Says,
maybe you're
"Unlock-
right.
Unlock
Like,
and
you're right.
unstrap.
Yeah.
You're right.
Unbuckle and give me the caddy.
Listen, I just know what was written.
But I think everybody
the
knows
guy's okay.
karate, right? Where you just
I hope the guy's okay. It's a new year, so
Cadillac will automatically lock if you drive if the passive locking feature is enabled and the vehicle is going above 8 miles per hour. Passive locking also locks the doors and trunk while the vehicle's turned off.
does it say if like a sketchy person
so it looks
next
like
to
you
it
can
automatically
bypass
unlocks?
you can bypass it. I mean, it's obviously driving. He stopped at a stop sign.
Yeah, we're missing some details.
New year, so a couple new laws are in effect now. here locally. The Siddons-Benning hands-free law, that is, they're now enforcing it.
You can't have hands?
So this is the law that started in 2023 with a grace period where police have been giving out warnings for holding your phone while driving. The law officially went into effect on New Year's Day, and tickets will now be issued.
Cool.
So you were not supposed to be using your phone to make phone calls and update your Facebook status.
Isn't that insane that there was a grace period for that? Like, I understand there's
I
always
thought
a
it
grace
was
period for certain
already
things.
passed long
Like,
ago.
Yeah, well, it was in California and a couple other places, but like, how can you?
Your grace period.
What's the? You know what I mean? Like, that's insanity.
Yeah, I thought it was already in place.
Let's let these people get out of the habit on their own before we start enforcing
2 years.
this safety measure.
What was the reasoning for the?
That's what I mean. Like, whose thoughts are these?
I don't know. And also, this is a secondary offense, which means what?
Which means it's a ticket.
It means you can't be pulled over for it.
Are you out of your mind?
So it's not even.
So you have to have another traffic infraction.
Well, they're going to find
so
something.
you got to stop. You stop for something else, and
maybe
that
that's
is a companion ticket.
maybe that's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Because I know there's like worry about abuse. You know, sometimes.
So if you're pulled over for speeding and they go, "I saw you on your phone too," that's another.
Right.
But you can't be pulled over specifically for.
You have to be violating something else.
Right.
You ever get one of them? You ever get a combo? You ever get hit with multiple things?
No, thank God, no.
I did. My first ticket ever was, and man, I've told this story before. I to this day I regret. Like, what was I thinking, or I wasn't thinking, because I was going. It's this weird intersection up in North County, Warson and or Woodson and Midland right there, and there's like kind of 4 different ways you can go.
Yeah, it's like a million different streets
and at the last minute, I decided to turn left instead of going straight on Woodson. And this cop pulls me over and he's like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "A friend's house," which was the dumbest thing I could have said because I was literally going to pick up the chief of police's daughter to go to church. And all I had to say was, "I was going to your boss's house," but I didn't say that. And the guy's like, "Well, you didn't signal in time," and he gave me a ticket for that. He's like, "I think you were speeding back here," so he gave me a ticket for that. And then there was something else that he gave me a ticket for, and I was like, devastated.
You were literally going to the chief's office?
I was going to the chief's house, and I didn't think of it.
What an idiot.
I know, an idiot. To go pick up the chief's daughter to take her to church.
To go to church?
Yeah, we were going to church.
That's hilarious.
So when I got to church, I found him, and I said, "What do I do,
Can you
man?"
take care of this?
Yeah, I was
Did
like,
he take care of it?
Somebody got
Of course
fired.
he took care
Of
of it.
course he took care of it.
Yeah, I was with Video Joey. This was ages ago, and he used to have a character he'd play called Pirate Joey, where he'd take his shirt off, tie it around his head. It was ridiculous, and he was taking me home, and he missed the. I think he rolled through a stop sign. He did a few things, and the cop got him for like not wearing a seatbelt, rolling a stop. He got a whole bunch of good things on that one. That was pretty fun. And while he's sitting there shirtless with it, looking like a drunk moron, but no drinks at all.
My buddy Mike in high school, Mike Abadusky, R.I.P., was a crazy guy. And we were coming back from lunch on the 2-lane highway behind a cop, and he goes, "What happens if you pass a cop?" And we were like, I go, "I don't know. I would assume you probably get a ticket." And he goes, "Well, let's see." And then he just passed this cop on a 2-lane highway, and the cop, of course, he pulled us over immediately. And he's just like, "You're an idiot." That's what he said when he walked up to the truck. He goes, "You're an idiot."
What was he doing?
He's
passed
like,
it. He goes, "What do you guys?"
Oh, passes him on a
He goes,
two-lane.
"What do you think happens if you pass a cop?" And I go, "I don't know. I assume you're going to get a ticket, man." He goes, "Well, let's see." And then he just like, in an old beat up Ford.
Yeah.
Like a Ford, one of those old 70s box body Fords, dude. There's like, we're like 4 deep on a bench seat.
Yeah.
It's a high school. We went to like Subway in the next town over for lunch. This guy was nuts.
When
dude.
he kicks in overdrive, he goes,
Yeah, this is the same guy that took it. His next car was a Mercury Cougar, and he took his dad's welding torch and cut the top off.
yeah.
He wanted a convertible. It was not a convertible. He thought it was funny, and he drove it to school in a World War II pilot's helmet. Like, this guy was, for real, this guy was insane.
Awesome.
He was a great friend, super funny dude, but just, like, clinically insane.
Yeah.
And he passed a cop, and the cop, when he came up to the truck, just goes, he didn't ask any question. He goes, "You're an idiot."
Yes,
He
sir.
goes, "Yes, sir."
Yes, I am.
And he
But
goes-
now I have an answer to
he goes,
the
"Why
question.
did you do that?" And he just goes, "I want to see what would happen if I passed a cop." And he goes, this is what happens. Wrote him like 3 tickets and sent us back to school.
Reckless driving,
Yeah.
speeding.
Another new law going into effect this year is an increase to Missouri's minimum wage. So nearly 500,000 people in the state will be getting a raise. Does anybody know what the minimum wage is?
$13.50.
$13.50. Can you take a guess? Moon.
Well, my kids
Missouri minimum wage is now
What it is now?
what it is right now.
12.30,
$12.30 was last year.
12.60.
Oh,
Now what is it? So new minimum wage went into effect on New Year's Day. So yesterday.
but I'm gonna say they raised it.
Raised it
$14.25.
to $14.25.
No. It doesn't go that fast. It's 12.60 or something like that. It's 20 cents or 30 cents.
It's $13.75.
Is it really? They
Minimum wage
over
is
$1?
set to increase to $13.75 an hour this year.
Wow,
It's a $1.45 increase. In 2026, it'll be $15 an hour.
Oh, was this okay? This was the
Increment.
the incremental raise
Right.
to 15. Oh, that makes more sense.
So $13.75 as of yesterday. And finally, in your news, congratulations. We did it, America. We officially won the war against murder hornets. That's right.
No.
Yep.
That's great news.
The Department of Agriculture announced they have officially eradicated the murder hornets. They're gone. Remember they showed up in Washington State back in 2019. Everybody panicked.
I think they're just hiding.
They're much bigger than normal hornets, up to 2 inches long. And as the name suggests, they're more dangerous. Their sting hurts more. Their venom is more potent. But the bigger issue was they can slaughter a whole hive of honeybees in 90 minutes. Officials say they have not been spotted in the U.S. since 2021, so they're not confident saying, yes, murder hornets are officially gone, but we're going to keep a lookout just in case. We got our eye on you. One bug expert in Washington State said it's a pretty big win because bugs tend to be very tough to take down. Quote, it's a rare day when the humans actually get to win one against the insects.
Wow.
And that is your news. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Rafe's got sports, an update on the Pick'em Challenge if you missed it. For my 2025 New Year's resolution is to be more greedy.
Yeah, thank you for the podcast title.
This is perfect. All right, so
Made today easy.
when people discuss career paths,
Yeah.
there's usually a lot of talk about educational requirements, personal interests, job satisfaction, job availability, lifestyle fits, and money, of course. But here's another important factor. Do you like people? So there's a thread online, and I saw this yesterday, where people are suggesting jobs that are perfect for people who don't like people. Can you think of any jobs that are perfect for people that don't like people?
Record shops.
No, you still got to be around them, though.
I know,
You
but
still
those
gotta be
people
around-
they always seem angry whenever you're a kid. You go in there, what do you want?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You're right.
So these are jobs to
No.
not to mistreat people, but to just never see one.
They're right.
Like work on a boat.
not to mistreat people, but
Lumberjack. You see one other guy, the guy at the other end of the saw. That's it.
Yeah, you just hate trees and people.
What is it, the 1800s?
In my mind, they're still doing that.
They're
Don't
still
take that
doing
away from me. In my mind, they're out there.
Have you seen what they do now? They got these friggin'
I
these
know.
machines. They walk over,
Yeah.
They drive it over. It hugs the tree like this. It cuts it. It turns it to the side and goes, vroom, and it logs
I know,
it
it's
immediately.
amazing.
lighthouse keeper.
Oh.
Yes, the perfect job for somebody who hates people.
That is the perfect job, and you get to work from home.
Any job that allows you to wear earphones while working.
Embalmer.
Somebody wrote
I'm still dealing with people.
a pathologist and morgue doctor.
They just don't have
Or a
conversations.
murderer.
Somebody wrote assassin. Yes, that is
Okay.
That is a great job.
Yeah.
Maybe the best.
Let me see here. Commercial truck driver.
Oh yeah.
You're still dealing with people on the road, though. You still are kind of dealing with people a little bit on that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Because every idiot on the road is your problem. You may not be like doing interpersonal communication, but that one's. I don't know if I can.
And
I don't know if I'm approving that one.
You're constantly getting involved with convoys, you know?
A locomotive engineer.
Now that one.
Yeah.
You're on the tracks.
Yeah.
Got to look out for bandits, but you're good to go.
Back to the truck driver thing. We had some. I mean, they were all interesting. We had some interesting bus drivers, and it is a loner kind of thing because they're sleeping during the day, and they're only driving at night. A lot of those guys are driving at night. So even though you're talking about like traffic, we're used to like city traffic and all that kind of stuff. That is a pretty loner job.
Driving is as lonely as you want it to be.
Yeah, it really is.
Yep.
Depending on who you're driving for too, because the bus drivers obviously they're driving people. They're sleeping
At nighttime.
at night. The roads are fairly empty and they're crossing country. I mean, and then we don't even see them. They're gone by the time you wake up, and they're at a hotel by themselves sleeping.
Same with pilots. They lock that door, dude. You don't ever see them.
But there's
You're
always
in there with another guy.
Yeah, there's always a co-pilot.
Astronaut.
That's-
I guess you're with another person.
That's a good
A
point.
baker. I mean, the only con is you got to wake up early.
Yeah.
But if you're in there, I'm making a dough. I'm making a dough.
Get out of here.
An after-hours commercial cleaner.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a lonely job. I've done that job.
Like when everybody's gone,
Just you and the buffer.
just you and emptying the wastebaskets.
That's it.
Dude, I
The
tell
coolest.
you what. Go ahead.
I was to say the coolest thing with that was my neighbor down the street from me growing up. His dad was a janitor for like in charge of cleaning the whole place at this big YMCA, like really nice new YMCA there in Springfield. And so he would start around 10:30 or so at night. He'd always bring me and his son up there, and we'd stay and just play all like till he was done
Yeah.
cleaning.
Yeah.
We got the full thing to ourselves. It was
Dude.
so fun.
Underwater welder. Ultimate. Not.
Yes.
Yep.
You couldn't talk to someone if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing you're underwater. Not only is it quiet, you ain't seeing nobody down there.
That's a crazy gig.
Yeah, if you're
is
alone.
crazy.
And very well paying.
Very well paid.
When I was a janitor, I will say it, and I'm not even that guy. And it's not like I'm like really into cleaning or any of that kind of stuff. But that was a job that it was so satisfying every day because you get there and you go, okay, I got to do the gym floor. You strip the gym floor, but like every hour that you're working, you're seeing result. You know what I mean? Like every day there was result. And you come in the next day and like this hallway was clean, and then you go to the next one and you're peeling gum off from under desks or whatever. It was like every day or every week there was something that was checked off. It felt really good. That was kind of a gratifying thing.
To surmise, listen, if you hate people,
Yeah.
there's a job for you somewhere. You just gotta look out for it.
Ooh, Sears employee.
There are no Sears anymore, right?
Well, it's quiet.
It'd just be empty.
They don't
in
pay
there.
well though. All right, here's sports. All right, Rafe, what do you got for us?
Well, we got a few things in sports today. This is the Rizzuto Sports Report with Rafe Williams. Is this sponsored? I don't know. I don't want to lose it. All right.
We're not sure.
We're not sure. Moving on. In a moment of holiday hilarity, Will Ferrell made it official, guys. Buddy the Elf is a Los Angeles Kings fan.
I saw this picture.
That was
Did you guys see this?
Yeah.
It was very, very funny. Farrell attended Sunday's game against the Philadelphia Flyers, fully decked out in Buddy's signature green suit and pointy hat. But this Buddy was showing the wear and tear of a tough holiday season, sporting a 5 o'clock shadow, pounding a beer, and dangling a faux cigarette from his mouth. During an interview with FanDuel Sports Network, Farrell quipped that he was looking for a Kings win, and the team delivered, baby, edging out the Flyers in a thrilling 5-4 victory. Looks like Buddy's Christmas wish came true, albeit with a little more edge than we remember from the Elf days.
And you still got a day or two to return it to Johnny Brock's.
Yeah, apparently,
It was-
the fifth food group was cigarettes.
It was so funny because he looks miserable.
Yeah.
But, I mean, clearly, I mean, on purpose.
Candy canes, candy corn syrup, cigarettes. Sticking with hockey, the Blues dominated in the Winter Classic. I don't know if you guys watched this or not.
I did. I watched the whole thing.
Man, all the celebrities showed up, dude. Every celebrity was on hand for the Winter Classic at Wrigley Field. We had John Hamm. We had Bill Murray. We had the Towel Man.
I saw
Our very
Ron the
own
Towel
Towel
down
Man was there, dude.
Have his bobblehead.
My buddy Dan went up there with his son. He said it was great. It rained, which kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But he said it was a cool experience.
Dude,
Was it good? I saw the pre-show thing, and I saw the rain, and I was just like, "We're done with this, right? Are we done with this outdoor hockey?"
No,
crap?
they do it every year.
They seem like they loved it.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, when I saw the rain, I thought, "Oh, here's another disaster." Because remember that one year was a disaster.
When it was here?
No,
Well, it rained when it was here, and they pushed the game back a couple hours.
Is that the one that was real bad? Because
But it was great. I went. It was awesome.
Okay. Well, then I guess we're not done with this.
The Smashing Pumpkins played tonight.
Gosh, it'd be so, especially at Wrigley, just to see that would be fun.
Billy Corgan did take me out to the ball game.
Take me out. Can't imagine what that sounded like.
It was an ass. I'm sure you can talk about the game, but it was an ass. It was an ass whooping.
I love Billy.
It was an ass whooping, and in the right direction. The Blues dominated, turned Wrigley Field into their own personal playground on Tuesday, defeating the Chicago Blackhawks 6-2 in the NHL Winter Classic. The win solidified their perfect 3-0 record in the outdoor series. We can't be done with it if we're 3-0. Cam Fowler, celebrating his 1,000th game in the NHL, which is a huge milestone, scored twice while teammates Jordan Kyrou, Justin Falk, Dylan Holloway, and Alexander Teixeira, how do you say that? Texier, added to the scoreboard. Goalie Jordan Bennington made 28 saves, including a clutch second-period stop against Taylor Hall, ensuring the Blues kept their 2-goal cushion. For St. Louis fans, it was an early New Year's celebration. For the Blackhawks, it was a reminder that you are indeed in a rebuilding year.
Here is Billy Corgan at Six Flags.
Hell yeah.
Roller coaster.
Up, almost to the top. Up. Thank you for making my thing not stick out so much and
That's
That was
very,
good.
very funny.
out of context way.
Let's talk a little bit about the Cardinals. They're not doing much. Goldie's gone. Arenado's got one foot out the door, but they did have a little news. Molina's legacy, a Cardinal truth. Is Yadier Molina the greatest catcher of all time, guys? We all think so, right?
We all think
He's definitely
so.
in the top 10. Retired Cardinals ace Adam Wainwright sure thinks so, too. Responding to a top 10 catchers list on Twitter that somehow omitted Molina, Wainwright declared that no one could match Yadi's impact behind the plate. From 2005 to 2022, the Cardinals allowed the fewest stolen bases in the MLB at 886. The next best team, the Arizona Diamondbacks, gave up 1,310. That gap is staggering and a testament to Molina's defensive genius. His defensive WAR of 28.0 trails only Ivan Rodriguez among catchers. And that's, what's that, wins and replacement or something like that? I don't know what that
They
means.
don't have him in the top 10.
No, they had
No,
Posey.
his presence helped St.
Buster
Louis
Posey's
reach.
great.
Here
Yeah,
was
but
here was the top 10: Johnny
he's a-
Bench, Yogi Berra, Carlton Fisk,
Yeah.
Ivan Rodriguez,
Yeah.
Mike
Yes.
Piazza, Roy Campanella, Buster Posey, Mickey Cochran, Gary Carter, and Bill Dickey. Yadi's got to be above Bill Dickey.
No offense,
he's
like
a-
Posey
he's
was
above
really
Posey.
he was great, a great batter and all that stuff, but he played half the season at first base.
Yeah.
Yachty didn't do that. Yachty played catcher.
I love me some Gary Carter, too, R.I.P.
Me too.
Yeah, Carter was
But-
awesome.
You know, Wayno may be biased, but his argument's compelling. Molina didn't just play the game; he changed it. You know.
What was Piazza's numbers?
He was a great
He
hitter.
was incredible.
Yeah, I know, but like,
Well, that came up. Nobody will convince. I think Wainwright said that. He said nobody will convince me that Yadi's not the best catcher of all time. You can say there were better catchers that were better hitters, but as a catcher, pure catcher, not possible to be better than he was. And
Yeah,
his
like a
WAR
lot of those
proves
guys are great hitters.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why they're on
and
the
they're-
list.
Yeah,
kind of
Posey's
making
a
the
great
argument
hitter.
like he's the
Ozzie
Ozzy.
was a great hitter.
He's like the Ozzy of catchers. Like Ozzie Smith was the best
yeah,
shortstop of all time because he was the best defensive
Yeah,
shortstop
we're
of all
not
time.
counting home runs and whatever
No.
else.
But he still carried
He's
a
still
good
a
batting
good,
average.
yeah, still a heck of a hitter.
Well, we'll
Weird.
see, man. Maybe he'll be managing here. That's about the only bright spot in the Cardinals.
Dude, the Arenado
Future.
thing, like, what a weird,
Yeah,
what a
and
weird.
disaster.
Helsley thing.
Well,
I don't know
didn't
if
they
you saw
say he
that
was
or-
supposed to go to the Astros and he's the one that ended up blocking it at the 11th hour?
Yeah, he didn't want to. Arenado's blocking everything right now. I think he's trying to go to the Dodgers. He's like, it's too early. He's got a no trade clause. He can do whatever he
What
wants.
about Helsley?
I was told that he said that he would do it and then didn't. Yeah, what happened to Helsley?
Well, there's all
what's
the
his King
rumors
Scott?
that they're gonna trade him for something in like within the divisions. I don't know if it's the Cubs or somebody like that were interested.
Lord.
And I was like, that would be the dumbest thing.
the only
on
freaking
planet.
bright spot
Yeah.
that I enjoyed watching last year. Ah, what a bummer.
Well, Cardinals suck. Moving on. Let's get into some foosball.
Oh, by the way, nothing better than watching the Cardinals say Happy New Year and post just this isn't even a baseball post. Happy New Year, St. Louis.
Yeah, they have nothing.
We
good
have a
to post.
stadium.
7,500 comments or something of just the most vitriol laced. Oh my gosh,
destroying 'em.
just hatred, man.
Well, let's get into some football
Best
before we
fans
get
in
out of
baseball.
here. Riz Show Fastlane Pick'em Challenge, in case you missed it. After being down at one point, I believe 8-1 or 7-1 this season, we have Close the gap.
Oh, man.
It is 9-8 going into the final week with the possibility of a tie for the Riz Show to go 9-9 against these professional meatheads down the hallway whose only job is to know sports. You get a 5-minute sports report from us every once in a while. With Week 15, Riz Show wins 64-59. It closed the gap to 8-7. Week 16, while we were off, Riz Show loses 57-54. We're now 8-7. It is a winner go home. Week 17, we didn't go home. We won 67-62. Trounced them to close the gap to 9-8. Week 18, big week. Let's go over this, boys. All right. Here's the playoff picture right now in the NFL because this is important. Chiefs, Lions, both clinched.
Yeah.
Bills, Eagles. I'm just going to do the AFC. Chiefs clinch. We got Bills, Ravens, Texans, Steelers, Chargers, all in. Everybody's clinched a berth. Lions, number 1 seed. They're going to get a bye. We got Eagles, Rams, Vikings, Commanders, and Packers. Here's who's in the hunt in the AFC. The Broncos, 9-7. They're teetering. They have a 22% chance of getting in if they lose against the Chiefs. Chiefs are sitting Mahomes. Chiefs are probably sitting Kelsey. They got an 83% chance currently and a 99% chance if they win on
so pretty much
Saturday. So if it's kind of a win and get in for them.
So what do you guys do for Broncos Chiefs pick? I went Broncos just because I
hate betting against my team.
Well, I do too, but like I'm here to win.
I will say the only time I bet against them was the time they lost.
This is the toughest week to pick, man, because you got a lot of good players sitting, a lot of teams playing
on the
nothing.
bubble in the AFC. Dolphins play the Jets and Bengals play Pittsburgh.
You know, all the experts have Jets on that.
Is Aaron Rodgers being sat this weekend?
Why?
Because he's not good.
We're going to get rid of him. They probably want some.
Because he's not doing great.
Well, but they're playing a team that doesn't need to play the starters.
In the NFC, it's the Bucks sitting on the bubble against New Orleans. If they win, they got a 99%. They're pretty much win and get in for the Bucks and the Broncos. Falcons got a tiny percent. If the Bucks lose and they win, they got a 15% chance of getting in. And they've been sitting Kurt. I mean, the Cousins experiment is over in Atlanta, and he's going to be gone. So I would say, here's what we got to think about as a team. Chiefs, Bills, Ravens pretty much got nothing to gain. Lions, Eagles, Rams, same situation. Pretty much nothing to gain by playing their starters. They're all in. They've clinched their division. So it's tough, man. You got to just keep that all in mind. A lot of these, they're probably not going to play golf. Lions probably aren't going to play their starters. Eagles probably aren't going to play Hurts. Probably not going to play their starters.
What we got to do
Barkley's sitting.
we got to make sure we got our picks in before Saturday, the first games.
Got to do our research, guys.
Game
Got to do your research. No game tonight.
Okay.
Tell Aaron to do her research.
And we're behind. This actually puts us at a disadvantage because this isn't what we do all day.
Yeah. They're reading
We're
these
cracking
papers.
jokes. This is what they do all day long. They're running stats. They're running numbers. So we got to buckle down. Because if we
Ready,
tie,
man.
That's what I'm saying, man. You do your research. Be bold. Be brave.
Okay.
Go for this. And I'm excited to watch that Bengals game because that's going to be a mess as well.
I know the Sugar Bowl is tonight now.
oh yeah, the Sugar Bowl.
The Sugar Bowl, which they postponed, was supposed to be yesterday, but due to the events in New Orleans, they pushed the game back to this afternoon. I don't know what time it's going to start.
Who's this?
Let's look real
This
quick.
is Texas versus
I totally
Notre
forgot
Dame.
that they pushed that game back.
Who do we care
This
about?
is the quarterfinals for the college football
Whoa,
championship.
Notre Dame's doing that well, huh?
Oh yeah,
Well, good for them. Let's go.
right. It's Texas. It's
Rudy.
Texas.
Rudy.
It still says time TBD as of right now.
Texas has in Longhorns. You talking Matthew McConaughey?
Hook 'em horns, man.
What?
What do they say? Hook 'em
Yeah,
horns.
Hook 'em horns or something.
Because it's in New Orleans, man. Which
Yeah.
is,
How about the Tigers winning the
It's
Music
terrible.
City Bowl? The one
Oh,
in
Mizzou?
Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat Iowa. Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That was a big win. So
check your local listings. It is still TBD at this moment. It will be today.
Oh, it's Georgia. Is it Georgia?
Georgia?
Oh God, who's
Georgia,
playing?
Notre Dame.
Georgia, Notre Dame.
Okay.
Oh, well, then definitely Notre Dame.
Bulldogs 11-2, Notre Dame 12-1.
Who did Texas play yesterday?
Screw Georgia.
Did Texas play yesterday? I don't know what's going on.
Ah,
I don't know.
Texas beat the Arizona Sun Devils yesterday.
By the way, hey, on the pick'em, I believe that the tiebreaker game is the friggin' Texans and Titans.
That's exciting.
Oh, on the
For the NFL pick'em.
yeah, well, on the platform we use, yes.
Yeah, on the platform that we use. So, I mean, if it comes down to a tiebreaker, boys, be smart. Do your research on that one, because what a joke of a game
Yeah,
that's
you
going
get high scores of like 11 points total.
All right, Melissa, make your picks.
I'm nervous, but in a good way. I have confidence.
I do too. Let's
I
get 'em,
do.
boys.
We got
some momentum.
Ravens play the Browns, so even with their backups, you could probably still pick the
Yeah,
Ravens.
you could play the coaches.
Yeah. That's terrible.
They're still NFL teams, don't forget. So
They are NFL teams.
These are players
the
that are at the
Eagles
top
play
of
the
their game.
Giants, so probably still a good pick.
the Giants won big time last week.
A lot of the experts have the Giants on that as well. Not that I'm
The Giants
researching.
The Giants won last week and were booed in MetLife Stadium because they're like, you got to throw this game so you get the number one pick.
I will tell you the games that I think are going to.
Honestly, anytime the
that
Giants
is
did good, the
hilarious.
fans booed.
Yeah, they did. They were really on them hard about. They
winning.
basically blew the draft pick.
They blew the draft pick by
By
winning
coming
last
out.
week. Idiots.
That is funny.
So who's in line for it? Browns? I mean, there's some really bad teams.
Some
out
bad
there.
teams out there. All right, listen.
Lions play the Vikings. It's just important. That could go either way. They're going to sit some people. I think the game is going to sway it this week for us to take a close look at is going to be Chiefs, Broncos, and maybe Seahawks, Rams, and 49ers, Cardinals, because those are all kind of toss-ups with starters playing or not. So
Vote with your brain, boys.
All right, they're saying
Brains.
Sugar Bowl's at 3 o'clock today.
3 p.m. Sugar Bowl.
Sweet.
All right, thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
All right, one final break. We'll come back. We'll wrap her up. It is 9:41. Number 1 of 2025 in the books. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring, and check out the podcast brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Today's podcast is titled,
This is my year to be greedy,
all right,
said Scott
sure is.
Rizzuto.
What a kick it off.
do not forget to sign up for Team Riz Member of the Day, which will start back up on Monday. If you signed up in 2024, we thread all your entries. Sign up again in 2025, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. That's brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Moon, what else?
I do have a couple show announcements coming in the next week, I believe. So you can guess as to which bands it's going to be. But it's going to be exciting. Yeah. Other than that, follow me on socials at Moon Valjean here.
All right.
No, it's at Moon Valjean Music now.
Okay.
Yes, there you go.
Scott.
Well, you can follow me at King Scott Rules, and this year, Clownvis and I are going to be releasing the Breaking Band show, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's a podcast / live, whatever kind of thing, and it'll be good times.
Cool.
So I'll announce more about that, but we should have a landing page soon on the Points website that you can go and if you want to submit your band to be on this, and we'll explain all that later on because there's a lot, but yeah. We'll have
King
it
of
soon.
Promotions right here.
King of promo, dude. Still got it. 2025. Trust me, some stuff's coming down the
Coming
pipe.
soon.
Dude, seriously.
You'll see.
Trust.
You'll see productions.
Trust.
You'll see.
Rafe.
January 23rd through the 25th, I will be at the Westport Funny Bone. For everybody's asking when I'm doing another local show, that's when. Tickets on sale now. I will be there Thursday, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. So go grab those ticks and follow me at I am Rafe Williams on the socials. And thanks to Happy New Year, everyone. And thanks for everyone for tuning in today. And for the critics to be right back on board.
All right.
Day one. I appreciate you guys showing up, not giving us any breathing room to enjoy our first day back. That was very nice. I love it.
All right, tomorrow, your Friday fail stories. And, yeah, that's it. Donnie Fandango is next. We will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.